Cosa vuol dire anda? Vabbè. Yeah, non ha aggiornato ancora Twitch, si vede, anda classico, classico. Regolare, direi. Direi regolare. Bella, raga. Qua bisogna prefarmare per la pink. In realtà mi sa che l'ho già prefarmata, ma non sono sicuro di avere tutti i materiali, quindi... Adesso facciamo un double check, perché non mi ricordo quanti ne servono. Non mi ricordo quanti materiali servono, quindi... Yeah. La pink si skippa, ma tu sei pazzo. Non si skippa niente. Ciao King. Bella Gian, ciao Propro, ciao Noah. Bella Leo, ciao Yogi. Nananam. Troppi DPS. Ma in realtà, dai, sta uscendo un po' di tutto, nel senso. In realtà sta uscendo un po' di tutto, dai. Bella Fusco. Yeah. Soldi. Li sto finendo. È una tragedia. Ok. Ok. Anda a tirar su ogni PG. Brutta roba. Cosa c'è domani, Rom? Tirar su ogni PG. Brutta roba, direi. Ti prende abbastanza risorse, direi. Ah, vabbè, Roma, sì, sì. Dovrei fare i settimanali anche. Perché tecnicamente non mi servono, però. Questi qua ne ho 2,75 e 5,71. Secondo me non bastano ancora. Yeah, secondo me non sono ancora abbastanza. Ciao, Parry. Non lo so, Kurz, io non la uso così tanto. Io sono tornato a usare mica, ma... Ciao, Loi. Sono tornato a usare mica io da quando è uscita Tifera. No, non è vero, con Rita. Era con Rita, ciao Sass. Yeah. In qualche modo è tornata. Spero non mettano robe troppo loccate al PG nuovo, onestamente, come l'ultimo boss, perché l'ultimo boss è stato veramente una merda. L'ultimo boss è stato veramente triste, madonna. Devo fare il Great Rift. Tecnicamente io l'ho fatto. Ah no, forse non l'ho fatto post reset, è vero? Forse non l'ho fatto post reset, è vero? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, mi sa che manca anche a me, sì, è vero. Madonna, l'auto che mi usa i proiettili di Renault, che dolore, madonna. Che grandissimo dolore, cioè, non si può vedere. Che tristezza. Comunque tra 5 minuti inizia la live. Eh sì, Crimson, c'è la live cisiana. Ciao, Samu. Che cos'è? Ah, ma c'è proprio il dev. Ah, ma ok, aspetta. Ho visto ora la live. Ok, ok, ok. Ma la live... Ma allora sti cazzi, si skippa tutta la seconda parte. Praticamente c'è la prima parte della live dove c'è lui che presenta. Ma dove cazzo? Dov'è? C'è la prima parte della live dove c'è sempre G-Clef che presenta. E la seconda parte dove fanno il dev talk con i creator che skipperò brutalmente perché non me ne frega quasi niente in realtà. Quindi ci sta. Molto bene. Molto bene. Allora. Fatemi aprire un po' tutto l'ambaradam. No, no, c'è lo stesso dev dell'altra volta, ma... Cioè, onestamente non ce ne frega niente. Cioè, l'update lo dà Gcref prima, quella è una seconda parte che io personalmente non credo che guarderò. Allora... Ah, quella è la partner, ok. Ok. Ok, ok, ok. Ci siamo. Si ritorna con la chiesa. Yeah, vedi, c'è la prima parte che la gestisce Gcraft con l'update, che è l'unica cosa di cui ce ne frega qualcosa, e la seconda parte che a me personalmente non interessa. Doveva essere un healer. Ma a me cura sicuramente, Pino. Poi di che cosa fai in game è un altro problema. Adesso l'unico dubbio da capire è se la devo maxare. L'unico dubbio adesso è se la devo maxare o meno, sinceramente. Non ci sono altri dubbi qui. Yeah. Yeah. Il dubbio è solo se la devo maxare o la devo lasciare a M0. Non lo so, no, mi farebbe strano. Non è detto, non è detto, non è detto. Ok, 30 secondi, vediamo un po'. Dopo vedo se devo alzare il volume. Vabbè, Fusco, ma tu... La partner devo skipparla. Pronti?
これで皆さんをもっと守れますね。私の気持ち受け取ってください。諦めないでください。
Sti cosi qua li spara sui nemici, immagino allora.
どんな困難や試練があっても私たちの思いは折れません。
Diana. Diana si pronuncierebbe.
私と一緒に愛のお話しませんか？これが 私の本心です
Bellissimo che poi ti one shot probabilmente.
私の愛ですけど私の愛ちゃんと
Quell'immagine lì è
届きましたか
sicuramente lo sfondo, no? Nel senso.
Welcome, Protos, to another galactic
Clef, grazie per
Network
salvare
live
questa live.
right here in South.
Da quello che
South
sarebbe
Korea.
potuto
We just
essere
watched
uno
the
scempio di
TV
2
for our
ore.
newest combatant, Diana.
Ah, Diana,
All
ok,
over the place,
ok.
love all over the
Pensavo
place.
andasse su
You're a
Diana
big
quel
lover.
corso, però è Diana, ok.
She's the one. I'm glad you found her. She's coming out tomorrow. Hello, G Clef. She's Sereno 2.0.
Sereno
You don't
2.0.
know yet. But
No.
how are you guys doing? It's been 3 weeks and
3.0.
oh, especially how was April Fools? Did everyone get to enjoy April Fools?
Ma cosa vuol dire, Clef? Ma c'è stata
A lot of funny
Pasqua.
cards, a lot of cute design. A
Ma
lot
che
of
domanda è il pesce d'aprile
It
come è
was fun. I had
andato?
a lot of fun going through
Ah,
lots of
intende
different
l'evento in
combatants.
game,
Like,
ok,
that's a
ok,
really
ok,
cool
vabbè,
design.
vabbè.
Love it,
Ok, fair,
loved
fair,
it, funny,
fair.
love the cards. I actually saw some comments. They're willing to buy the April Fools, like a card skin
Potevano
pack
lasciare le
for,
carte
like,
di,
up to, like,
del pesce d'aprile in
$2.99.
game.
I actually told that to the director and he thought that was funny.
Ok, Urush,
By the way,
però...
talking about director, part 1.
Bella, Marco.
It's only me, but part 2 today. We'll have awesome CCN creators and the developer, director, coming right next to me as he did a
Clef.
couple months ago. And he'll be answering some of the questions, something about season 2, about
Non
the
ce ne
game,
frega
about the
niente,
upcoming
Clef.
content, and the update that we have right now. So we'll
Butta
have a lot
fuori
of questions and
la
answers
roba.
for part 2. But before that, part 1, it's going to be the usual, the new combatants.
Sì, è lo stesso che sarà l'altra volta.
And the update and the content. Oh. Season 3? Not yet. She's not limited. No, Diana is not limited. I can say that for sure.
La
I can
limited
say
l'ho
that for
pubblicata
sure.
su
Diana is not
Discord
limited.
prima, raga. La prossima limited.
Will we be able to
E già abbiamo visto che c'ha l'outfit
Not
in
yet,
costume,
in the
quindi sì.
future, but okay, yes, I'm reading chat for sure. April Fools, I hope you had fun as well. So, not just that, we've also released developer notes 1 and 2. Laying down some of the
Developer
groundwork
notes
to
sono
what's coming
state...
next.
c'era
If
roba
you missed those,
interessante.
please go check
La modalità
also,
simil deadly di
on,
Zenless mi ha preso abbastanza
Dead Notes.
bene in realtà.
There's one with the pre-season, and there's another one with Swordy. Swordy, I think you really want to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
If you have not, please go check that out. If you did already,
E poi c'è la
then,
nuova
you know, a
modalità,
lot of
quella
information
no save
that we're
data,
going to be going
puro
through today.
roguelike,
But
yada
for
yada.
now, well, part 1. Tonight's Galaxy News Network is all about the passion in this character. Let's go start.
Bravo, bella battuta, Clef, perché passion.
Half anniversary showcase is just around the corner, everyone. I can't believe it's already half a year since CZN was
quindi?
released.
Ah,
April
c'è
18th.
una live speciale il
That's
18 aprile.
About 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, 11 days. Oh, time flies.
Metà anniversario.
From the picture, guys, I think they've already done the they've done the
Okay.
showcase. Is it? Oh, maybe. Don't exactly
Okay,
know.
let's
But
just
it's going to April 18th is going to be the big day. It's
Ok,
on
ma
a
cos'è che fanno una
Usually
live?
we're on Tuesday, in Korean time, and Monday night for some of the Western fans. But this is a Saturday,
Basta, cioè, che
so
cazzo fanno?
we
Vabbè.
don't know exactly what the
Presenteranno
time is
robe,
going to be.
forse.
So keep your calendars marked for that one. Half anniversary showcase is coming soon. I hope
Ok.
that's going to be.
Quindi season 3 è
give us
anche
all
metà
the
anniversario.
information. Enemy collab, maybe
Ok.
some collab information as well.
Cosa
I have
maybe
no
some
idea what's going to
collab?
be, but that's it.
Vabbè, se
Within 2
Clef
weeks.
dice che
And it's a
forse sono delle
Saturday,
collab,
so
ci
it's not
sono,
Saturday,
cazzo, ci lavora
it's not
dentro,
Tuesday, the
scusami.
usual. And let's talk about
Se
Diana.
Clef dice forse ci sono delle
The star
collab,
of
ci
this
sono, cioè ci
preseason
lavora
is
dentro, cosa vuol
officially
dire
here,
forse?
Diana and Sofia. Diana is joining
Ok,
the
ci sarà una
lineup
collab di
as
metà
a passion
anniversario.
hunter.
No, ma è
It's been a
season
while
3
since
quella
Hunter.
roba.
Last hunter, I believe, was Serenio.
Diana è
So bringing some
pre-season.
high octane tempo to the battlefield.
Ma la roba che annunciano lì è season
So
3.
those who are looking out to round out the team with fire and water, you can check out the bottom, Lucas and Mika, with the increased drop rates for 4 stars. And let's talk about Diana. She's a member of Holy Crusaders.
Sarà
but
capito.
Forget the authority and stiffness you usually
Love
associate with
spreading
high priest.
idol.
Diana is an honorary high priest. Essentially, the icon of the Holy Crusaders. She's like an idol for
Tocca.
the order, breaking their rigid image to spread happiness and love. So her voice is brought to life by Jiyeon Im in Korean and Iwami
Ah, dici,
Manaka
vabbè, può
in
essere, anda.
Japanese. Now, this is the part where I struggled so much last time.
Fazione di Orlea, sì, è la fazione di Orlea.
Let's talk about her mechanism. Wow.
Crea degli art bullets
Lots of words. Listen
e
up.
usa dei discard per amplificare il suo
Her
danno.
core mechanism is she's
Sono delle
a
carte che si
masterpiece
attivano
of
quando vengono
design utilizing
Nia
the
Stonks.
quietus and resonance system. Quietus, when the card is discarded, it activates its effect. Crucially remains in the used pile and cannot be removed.
Ok, per ogni
Cannot be
carta
removed during
scartata
that
fa
turn.
extra damage alla fine
Resonance.
del turno.
Discarded
RNO a
card
2,
triggers
RNO a
an 80%
passion. Sì,
extra
sì,
attack
sì.
while consuming one resonance stack. Diana is what we call a cycle dealer. Resonance works with
RNO a
the
passion,
entire
sì,
team,
sì,
which
sì,
means
sì,
that
sì.
even if, let's say, Nia discards any cards, that resonance debuff on the monster will trigger. So any discard will trigger the resonance debuff on the monster. Quietus, we'll talk about that later as well. And flutters, it's on the bottom of the screen. It's a stack that gets you extra
Aumenta il
damage,
danno dell'extra attack del
attack
10% per ogni
damage,
flutter
from
che
Diana.
hai.
And at the start of the turn, decrease all flutter. This is the count that you will see
Quindi devi
on
fare
top
parecchi
left.
discard ogni turno
So-
praticamente.
One of the biggest feedback was I was doing too much talking, and then we get to see the video later. But instead, guys, this time
Lei
get to
prende
see
valore
the video
scartando
first.
carte, quindi
Let's run
Renoa che
the
discarda
PD for
fa,
Diana.
Nia che discarda fa. Showcase.
さあ行きますよ。今日も愛の力で
Potere dell'amore, boom, gli tira una nucleare in testa.
愛
Cioè.
を広げてあげますから
Ok. Oh!
私の気持ち受け取ってください
Va bene.
あな
crea
たの
due
た
Earth
めの贈り物
Shaker.
です愛を込めて打ちます
Ok, spara cuori praticamente, ok.
どんなお悩みでも
Ho letto
ちゃんとお聞きし
discard
ますよ
tot carte, ok.
これが
Pesca 2
私
bullet.
の本心です
Ok, vabbè, letteralmente gli sparo cuori addosso e scarto carte e faccio danno, ok.
私の愛分けてあげます
E questa è l'ego, no? Ecco, Renoir Nia era esattamente il team che dicevo,
い
quindi
つ
sì,
でもどん
ok.
なお悩みでもち
Yeah,
ゃんとお聞きします
Renoir Nia
よ
era esattamente il team che mi aspettavo, che ho già buildate e già pronte tra l'altro. Cioè sono proprio, mi sono portato
あなたの
avanti.
ための贈り物です
Ok.
愛を込めて愛のいや私の気持ち受け取ってください待機中すべてにかけて諦めないでください私
Devo
の
leggere
愛
gli effetti qua per vedere cosa fa con le carte non tradotte tipo
裏かを運を試してみよう
Cassius.
私の気持ち受け取ってください愛を広あなたの
Genera uno
贈り
sfracello
物
di
です
carte.
いつでも言ってどんなお悩みでもちゃんとお聞きしますよ
Ok.
は
Ok.
落ち着いて
C'ha tutta una marea di carte a costo.
いやえいせいは
Vabbè, è Renoir, bro.
これも
Ma ha fatto. Ma è letteralmente Renoir,
私の気
scusa.
持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち
Solo che è un po' più rosa e spara cuoricini. Must to, vabbè. Cioè, praticamente nello stesso
素敵だ
team
と思うんです私も
l'idol e la got.
内緒ですよ
Cioè, la rosa nera e i cuoricini stellari, praticamente. Va bene, va bene.
Oh, well, she shoots a lot. Certainly she does. Diana. It's in different language. And then
Crea,
the chat
Earth
exploded.
Ballets.
What's going on? Why is she shooting
Tramite
so much?
quietus.
We'll go
Applica
over
resonance
her
debuff.
kit. So her basic strategy.
Ok, praticamente costa 0
You can
lei.
read what's on the screen. Most players want to play
Costa
every
zero
card
lei,
they draw, right?
praticamente.
That's why AP is so important. But for Diana, she wants to discard her cards. Or her team can discard
Cioè,
her
lei
card
crea proiettili
also.
scartando le sue carte.
She
Ok.
generates
Una
heart
volta che attivi
bullets.
discard.
Two of those bullets. Heartbreaker
Ah,
and
dai un debuff
Heartshaker.
al nemico,
Key
ok.
cards as well. Through her quietus effect to deal massive
Ok.
damage without consuming. Think about it, you're discarding all of them, which
C'è
means
da
you're not
vedere Epifani,
technically
eccetera.
consuming any AP that's required to use the card.
Però sì.
And because the
Sembra
quietest
molto
keyword is so
Reno
versatile,
coded, ma a
she will
costo
be an
zero.
incredible core to many future team archetypes. That's how I feel like. So there are cards that can create these Heartbreaker, Heartshaker.
Avrà
and you will
sicuramente un
get to
upgrade
use it
anche lei
by
per fare questi cazzo di
discarding them.
proiettili.
And I keep on saying
Anche se
discard
l'idea
because
che vengano
Quietus
scartate le sue
is
carte per
activated
generarli non è
when
male.
the card is discarded. Very simple. Right? So with that, let's go check her out in game.
Okay.
In game. Oh, already seeing lots of good ideas with this card on chat. Okay, that's Diana. Oh,
7.5 130, ma c'ha dei memory fragment addosso.
よく来てくれましたね。
very pretty, I have to say. Yes. Her cards. Disruption Fire.
Quietus è una
Damage,
nuova
Heal.
keyword che significa devi scartare questa carta, no?
With
Quando
all
questa
my
carta viene
hearts.
scartata, attivala.
This is the card with Quietus. When this card is discarded, activate this card. It creates
Okay.
2 Heartbreakers.
Quindi quando viene scartata crea 2 Heartbreaker.
Heartbreakers. Bullet, Haste, Exhaust. When you use it, discard 1 random bullet cards. If this card is discarded, 120% extra attack card. So, in a way, 2 card breaker is being created. So when you have 2, if you're using 1, the other
Quindi
Heartbreaker right next to it
Scarta dei
will
bullet
be
in mano.
automatically discarded and activated.
E se viene scartata lei invece fa
So
120%.
it's a haste card as well, so it doesn't eat up the turns for
Ok,
the
quindi...
monsters.
Ok.
Next, come here.
Crea 2
Heart Palm.
Heartshaker.
This one creates shakers. What's Heart Shaker? This is the one with the resonance. 1 resonance, bullet, haste, exhaust. 1 resonance.
Mi piace che ha haste
from
dappertutto,
draw
quindi non,
pile.
non consumi gli
This card
action
discarded,
point.
2 resonance.
Cioè costa
That's
0 e non butta giù le azioni degli avversari, veramente
Ok.
forte.
That's
Se
resonance.
questa carta viene scartata 2
Card
resonance.
discard 80% extra attack, then decrease
Quando
the
scarti
resonance by
80% extra attack. Ah, ok, sono proprio danni extra oltre a quelli che fa.
1. Pistol
Ok.
of Purification.
Anche questa deve venire scartata.
Very strong card. 120 damage, 2 resonance.
Attiva la
Discard
resonance
is
inflitta sul
discard, this one
target
has
3 volte
quietness.
in più, quindi fa
Activate resonance inflicted on the target
240% di
by
extra
this unit
damage.
3 more times. So this one certainly will deliver the damage. Blooming Love. Draw 1, Quietus card.
Pesca un
discard
Quietus,
2.
scarta 2,
So
bene,
she has her
ok, ha
own skill
senso.
card that discards 2,
Certo.
which will activate the Quietus cards.
Resonance e marca con un nome
Next but not
diverso. È un
least.
mark personale suo.
Attack card, 2 cost. And this one surprisingly does a lot of damage. Draw 2 exhaust bullet
Pesca
cards.
2, exhaust
300 damage,
bullet.
percent damage, increased damage amount, 30% for each bullet in the card.
30% di danno in più per ogni bullet diverso però.
It can include Renoa's
Ok.
bullet, Lucas bullet, or Luke bullet. So any type of bullet is
È un
included
moltiplicatore,
in this
sì.
bullet lore.
Questo arriva a fare una
That
marea
you
di
can say.
danni, sì, sì, sì. Cioè può
And
fare per 30,
moving
per
over the
60,
card,
per
so
90,
right
sì.
The Epiphanies. Aha! So before you take a screenshot, right here, there's a bit of an error. For the 4th one, it says here when discarded, right? That cross that out, scratch that out. That should not exist. It is just create
Ah, ok,
Heartbreaker,
when
apply
discarded
Quietus to
non
all
c'è nella
exhaust
frase, è
bullet cards in
sbagliato.
hand.
Applica Quietus a tutte le
I know
exhaust
everyone's going to be
card.
immediately taking screenshots, so I want to get that down for sure. When discarded, cross that out. That doesn't exist. That on the
Crea
builds,
3
on the patch
Heartbreaker.
tomorrow, that will not be
Cambia
there.
tutte le
okay?
carte di costo
So let's
1
go
o
through
meno in Heartbreaker.
one by one. 150 damage.
Ah,
Create
puoi
3
convertire tutte le
Heartbreaker.
carte costo 1 o
And
meno nei
Heartbreaker
suoi
seems to be the key,
proiettili.
and that does a lot of damage. And developers noted that lots of developers ended up copying this card, so just be aware.
E non lo so che senso ha.
And the second one, 150, create 1 Heartbreaker and draw 2.
Preferisco
Exhaust
generarli, mi
bullet
sa.
cards.
Non sono sicuro di...
damage, but change all one cost or lower exhaust card into
Cioè mi viene da dire
Heartbreaker.
sei tipo le spore, sta roba qua te le
This
trasforma
becomes
tutte,
a
no?
synergistic
Però...
powerhouse because usually the other bullets are
Può
one
essere.
or zero cost usually.
Sei
This
tipo
is exhaust card
6
in
spore,
hand, so
7
you can
spore
turn
in mano,
all the
le
other
trasformi, ma...
combatant bullet into Heartbreaker. Interesting. And the fourth, I mentioned that when discarded should not exist here.
Questo non
so
capisco
bear
il
that in
senso di
mind.
sta
Create two
carta.
Heartbreaker, Quietus.
Cioè, a cosa serve mettere
Apply
Quietus
Quietus to
sugli
all exhaust bullet cards
Heartbreaker?
in hand.
Ah,
This is
perché
an
fai
upgrade.
sia il danno che l'extra
Upgrade with
damage,
free
ho capito,
cost.
ok, ha
At the
senso.
start of the turn, create two Heartbreaker. If 5 or less
Sì, ma
heart bullets
upgrade
are
costo
owned,
3
your
senza
own,
initiation te lo puoi
means that
tenere lì,
it's
mi sa.
either in the deck or in the discard pile.
Upgrade
It's
costo 3
owned
senza
in the
initiation
deck
mi
that
sa
you have
proprio che te
in
lo
the
tieni lì,
character.
la vedo
Create one
molto
more.
difficile.
So this could be a really good upgrade. Remember, it's a 3 cost, guys.
Cioè 3
but
costo senza
if it
initiation
has
mi sa che è
quietus, you're
unplayable.
technically
Cioè...
looking to discard this card, which
Ah,
means
c'ha
that the cost
Quietus, la
doesn't
stavi
really matter.
scartando. Ma la
If
devi
you have the
comunque
perfect
pescare
discard
però.
ability.
È vero, c'ha Quietus, cazzo. Ecco, no, allora cambia.
She's not limited, guys. There's a lot of questions, so I just want to double check.
Il discard vale anche dal
She's
mazzo,
a
vero?
preseason
Quindi con Nia
character for
potresti
season 3.
potenzialmente scartarla.
Next card, come here, Milk Capone. Epiphanies. E1 provides incredible team support for the next 3 extra attacks by different
non mi fa
combatants.
impazzire questo.
1 resonance to the target. So even if the other,
Non mi fa
if
impazzire
you have
questo.
another dealer, if you have another sub dealer or main dealer, then they can also apply some resonance. E2, discard
piace.
up to 2 and
Questa mi
create
piace.
heart shaker for each discarded plus 1.
Questo ha senso.
In the third, change 0 cost exhaust card in hand into random heart bullets.
Cosa vuol dire?
This is random.
Ah, perché
So
sono due
it could
tipi di
either be breaker
proiettili.
or shaker, depending on the randomness. Personally thought this was very fun. Sometimes you get like 3 breaker alone. And it's also a 0 cost, so you
Io non ho
can
mai
just spam
usato
it
Ryuk.
whatever you need it. E4.
Crea
Someone called that
ognuno
this is
degli
the
Heart
power play.
Bullet. Sì, ma sono due gli Heart Bullet, no?
Create 2 each heart bullet. And guys, heart bullet is either breaker or
Sembra una
shaker.
merda.
So create 1 of each, which means that you're getting 1 breaker
Perdi
and
il
1 shaker.
discard.
1
mi
resonance
sembra
to a
una merda.
random enemy for each different bullet in hand. So let's say you're holding 2 Renoa bullets, and then you use this skill. Because you're creating 2 Diana's bullets, you have 4 bullets.
Preferisco quella che scarta
As
e
soon
gli
as
danno
you
una.
activate this card, which means you will get 4 resonance to a random enemy. Make sense? The fifth, retain. For those of you who love retaining the cards, it could be okay, but retaining card can actually clog up your hand. There will be lots of
Ah,
bullet
ti
cards
crea
in
un
your
proiettile
hand,
ogni turno con retain. Grazie, Bianx.
Sometimes I had issue because just one. It seems like this is just one card, but
Ok, c'ha...
retains can be a problem sometimes. So that's the epiphany.
Ok,
Let's go
ok,
to
ok.
Questo. Some damage, some resonance. If this card is discarded, activate resonance inflicted on the target by this unit 5 more times. You'll do a lot
Ok.
of burst damage.
Cioè,
Remember the
400% di
PV
danno.
when Diana kept on shooting the target so many times?
Ci sta. Contando che si attiva quando la
One of the
scarti.
pistol epiphanies. Let's go to the next one. Damage for the next 5 haste attack cards used, which is which is
Allora,
usually
onesto,
the heartbreaker,
Resonance a me mi sembra
because
una
it's
merda.
Haste attack card, not the skill card. This is perfect
Cioè, generare
for setting all
Resonance
the
così non mi
defense,
sembra una cosa
doing
forte.
a lot
Magari
of
mi
damage to
sbaglio.
target.
Non mi sembra una cosa forte.
Nope. And E3. Now, this is the delete button. Activate resonance inflicted on the target by this unit 10 times. So when you have
Cioè,
10
tutte le
on the
Resonance sul target si
by
attivano
using this
10
card alone,
volte.
it will shoot 10 extra times, taking down the resonance.
Activate Resonance. Ma è ogni Resonance o tutte le... Cioè, come cazzo funziona?
Extra damage to the bullet. Discarded this turn.
No.
E5. This is one of the only somewhat AoE card that she has.
Ok, e non è nemmeno brutta come ora. Ok,
on all
ok.
enemies.
Yeah, quella del
Sì,
10 volte mi sa che è... Quella del 10 volte è la prima, mi sembrano le
one of the
due
very few
interessanti.
AoE attacks that she has. Now, time to talk about Blooming Love.
Ok, questa secondo me è la carta più importante.
Personally, I love this
Pescano
skill
qua e tu
because
scarta uno.
this
Se quella scartata era di
allows
un
her to
PG diverso,
discard
crea
so
due
many
art
cards of her
bullet.
own. And the devs wanted to mention this. Wanted Min to mention this. For E1 and 2, it's draw first, and then discard.
Ok, e pesca prima
Okay,
e poi
keep that in
scarta.
mind,
Vabbè, era
because when you draw
abbastanza
first, you have
scontato, ma
more
va bene
options of what to
specificarlo.
discard. You love this card design? I do too. If the discarded card was a card of the different combatants,
Non so se mi piace sta roba.
create 2 heart bullet.
Perché tecnicamente tu vuoi scartarti le
So
tue
giving you more options
principalmente.
of not just discarding her quietest cards, but you can also
Non mi
discard
fa
other
impazzire
cards.
sta
Sometimes
roba.
in hand you might just
Non
not
credo
have
mi piaccia.
Diana's card as much. So this is that option. Second Epiphany.
Pesca
Again,
1,
draw one
scarta
quietest
2,
card,
quindi è l'effetto base.
and
Un
then
Resonance a
discard.
tutti i nemici per il costo
One resonance to all
combinato.
enemies for each combined cost of the discarded cards, max 6.
Sì, ma
So
cosa
this one will pair
scarti a
up
costo
really
alto,
nicely
scusami.
with the AoE that we had from the pistol.
Cioè non ha costi alti da scartare.
And the third, Blooming Love. This one draws while discarding. So
Questa è
notice how it says
interessante.
discard up to 3 bullets first and then draw.
L'upgrade.
So it works differently. Before, for
Okay,
Epiphany 1 and 2, it's draw
I guess,
first and
okay.
then discard, which means you can pick from the
Mi sa,
drawn
mi sa.
card. But this one you cannot. Draw a credit card for each
L'arte
discarded
di sta carta è
minus 1. So
bellissima,
if you
comunque.
discard 3,
È molto
you
carino.
can draw 2 of the quietest card.
Mm.
This one has a very unique chain of interactions. It's hard to explain in words, but if you discard a Heartbreaker or Heartshaker, it would immediately activate some of the cards that are drawn into your card, into your hand. We can talk about that later.
Ok, what?
E4.
Scarta tutti i
Discard all bullet
proiettili.
cards in hand, 80% extra attack to random
Ah,
enemy for
ok.
each discarded.
Questo è come se ti proccasse
If you have a lot of
Resonance
bullets in your
immediatamente
hand, you just
per
use
ogni
this,
proiettile
and it will
scartato.
shoot
Ok,
random enemies. Easy to take
ok,
care,
ok, ok.
but I think you really want to discard the specifics. So E5, this is unique upgrade. Despite its 3 costs, it has quietest effect, which means that
Quindi
you
c'è
can
un
trigger its
altro upgrade
powerful
costo 3 ma
upgrade
unique.
simply by discarding
Se non hai quiet
for a 0
scardi in
cost.
mano ne
So this
peschi
was my personal
una.
favorite. It's 3 costs, but if you have enough discarding combatant partners or
Questo ti
Diana's
aiuta a
card, you don't really
ciclare,
have to use
però
that 3
perdi
cost.
tutti gli altri effetti, non lo so. Cioè, non mi piace perdere i discard per avere
So
quella roba
that is
lì.
it for Blooming Love, and the Liberator Feeling is of course the final card, so nothing else.
Ok.
Time for her Ego Skill.
Crea un
Big
Cupid
cost.
Shot e 2 Art Bullet.
Create 1 Cupid
Quindi
Shot.
c'è un bullet extra nuovo
two
solo per
heart bullets.
l'ego.
Of the first 2 are Heart Bullets.
Con quiet
This
use,
is a Cupid Shot. Bullet, Quietus, 120% damage, 60% extra attack to random enemy for each bullet card.
Sì, comunque è una boss
a lot of
killer
bullets in
lei.
hand. This could be deadly.
È una boss killer lei, cioè c'ha un potenziale single
doesn't look
target
too
molto
appetizing.
alto, bella.
It might not, but it's actually very powerful, and there's a reason why you all know it already.
Cioè in AOE lei mi sembra una
So
merda.
just to get the collection of card motion restoration. On my heart, you've seen it, but let's just
Hello,
go
ciao
through.
Seeker.
My personal favorite's the one before.
Yeah, super single target, sì.
Pistol. Blooming Love, very shiny, I like it. Oh, it's got feathers flying through. Didn't know that. There were feelings.
Carine le carte, direi.
Now,
Ok.
guys, don't be surprised to see something new in potential.
Qualcosa di nuovo nei
Because we're about
potential.
to.
Ah,
So this one, Epiphany bonus, basic card upgrade, common card upgrade,
c'ha un potential
unique card
in più.
upgrade. Yo, there's something else, right? I know. I'll just click on it. Boom! Increase the chance of a divine epiphany to appear by 25%.
Se...
And the best
Ma
part,
cosa vuol dire?
Diana's not the only
No,
one getting this.
No, bro. No.
Going
La
back to
global
basic card.
passive tipo. No.
We have a separate
way.
graphics image for that one, but because we have to show potential, I have to talk
way.
about this. So, basic
No
card
way.
proficiency. This one actually is significant.
Vabbè, non è una global passive in
Think
realtà.
about this.
Non è una global
To the
passive,
basic
è una
one cost
passiva
attack
sua.
card,
Non credo.
You
Oddio, non so se è
discard
globale.
one
actually.
random
Non credo
card
lo
of
sia.
this unit. So you might not have to.
Da quello che ho
remove all the
capito,
attack
ogni
cards.
PG nuova avrà sta roba d'ora in poi.
This is crit chance, crit damage, as she's an attacker.
Ok, doppio crit.
Here.
Se hai più di
Plus
20%
5%
crit
damage on
rate,
Diana's
fai più danno con
Disruption
Disruption Fire. Ma cosa cazzo è
And
Disruption
if Diana's
Fire?
crit chance is greater than 20%, add an additional
È l'attacco
5% to the
base.
modifier.
Se il tuo
And
crit
this
rate è
one,
sopra il
there's an error
10%
here,
più
so
4%
if Diana's
danno.
critical chance is greater than
Ok,
10%,
prende danno buildando crit
4%,
rate che è
not
godo,
additional,
va bene.
extra damage
Yeah.
amount. This is in terms of stat
Bella
damage.
Fla.
4% extra damage amount. I was told to mention that additional in your build tomorrow. Additional will be gone. It will be changed into extra damage amount. For every 5%
Ah,
chance,
extra
about 10%,
damage.
add an extra
Ok.
additional 1% to the modifier.
Extra damage, non additional,
Those are the
ok.
potential, but I know everyone's blown away from this one. It requires 4? Oh man.
Sì, ma servono delle
You guys
spiegazioni
better have been doing your weeklies, right? I'm sure you guys have been doing your weeklies,
Sì,
right?
devo
This
ancora
has like
farli in realtà. quindi
gazillion
vabbè.
amounts, but
Aumenta le si applica solo quando gioca lei in team, però sta roba, no?
for extra damage, yeah, she does need a lot of crit damage, it turns out. No? Oh, I better do it now? Is it just for her? I will tell you the secret. It's for every single
Cos'è di
combatant,
Breathted Feeling?
as far
Leggo?
as I know. Time to go for Diana's ego manifestation. Manifest! 100% damage amount to Liberated Feeling card.
Ok.
That's the final card.
Minchia.
From draw
Ok,
2,
questo
now
è-
it's, draw 3 exhaust bullet cards. And
No,
from
questo fa
300
tanta
damage to
differenza perché quella roba lì viene
400% damage.
moltiplicata, ok.
That's her E1. E2. So we briefly talked about flutters.
Una volta
in
che un
the
alleato
graphics.
scarta una carta guadagni 2 flutter.
So this is her passive buff in a way that she can stack up to 20. At the end of the turn, 200% extra attack to the target with the highest max HP.
Minchia.
Increase damage amount to the extra attack by 10% for
Ok,
each
la
flutters.
prendo.
Then every single turn
Cioè,
at
è
the
la
end,
Madonna.
you will do an extra damage depending on the
Yeah,
stack
ogni
of
volta che
flutters.
scarti una carta guadagni 2 stack a fine turno, per ogni stack
Depending on the stacks, her last
fai danno.
bullet from this E2 was actually quite significant.
Cioè, fa un sacco di danno sta roba, ma tantissimo.
E3. Change the cost of Smile to 4 and
Cambia il costo di Radiant
creation
Smile a
count of hard
4 e
bullet to
creation
4
count
cards.
è Lego?
So from 5 cost to 4, and then instead of, you still just get 1 Cupid shot, but instead of create 2 hard bullet, now it's 4 instead.
Ok. 30% danno ai tuoi extra
four.
attack. Più
Plus
1%
30%
per ogni
damage to extra
flutter.
attack.
Raga, la
Plus
mazzo,
1%
dai.
damage for each flutter stack
Mi
that
sa,
she
mi
has.
sa che la max. Credo che la max è.
So maximum of 20% that she can get. E5 is the usual potential upgrade. Time for some E6.
Ogni volta che una gatta
time.
scarta una carta guadagni 2 flutter.
Ally.
E
discards
aumenta
a
il numero
card.
massimo di stack
Print
di
additional 2
10.
flutters.
Quindi 30
And increase the
massimo.
max stack count flutter by 10, which is 30.
Ogni volta che arrivi a 30 fai 200%
And
extra.
allies inflict 200%
Yeah, la max, lei,
extra damage to the
sicuramente.
random enemy. Now this is allies, okay?
Sì, sì, sì.
Go back.
La
This-
maxo sicuramente lei. 100%.
It's an extra attack from Diana. So E6 could be
Mi
deadly.
sembrano tutti forti sto giro.
Okay, whew.
Mi
Those
sembrano
are all
tutti forti.
of her
Sì.
tactics, and
Beh, conta quella a fine
E5s?
turno, credo, no? Penso di sì, è tutta la sua meccanica.
then we have some recommended formations.
Beh, oh, i PG pink, lo sai già
For
che le
Diana?
Pink Girl sono quelle che cambiano tutto, no?
There we go. Thank you. That took some time.
Quella con Lucas sotto è Mika.
Male character win? Guys, hold, because we have part 2 with the director. Diana's recommended formation. We talked about Diana.
Nella parte
needs lots
2 mi
of,
sa che
discard
presentano
function.
proprio robe della stagione,
So-
della terza stagione, allora ok.
My personal favorite was a mix of the first and the second. Diana, Veronica,
Mi stai coprendo
Nia.
Mika.
Was really good. Was really fun to play. Lots of
Mika.
cycles, lots of extra damage, and also, yeah, 2 passion with Nia was just perfect. And you remember, guys, Nia's ego, it moves all the pile deck cards into the discard file,
Perché non ti fai la barba
which activate a
rosa?
lot
Perché
of cards
regalo
of
il capo
Diana. So Nia seems to be one of the biggest one.
Ma che
And
cazzo di ragionamenti
who's that
stanno
on the
venendo
bottom?
fatti? Cosa stai dicendo? Siete impazziti.
Luke? Who? Lucas? Oh yeah.
Sei abituato
I
a farti
actually
i cosplay
forgot
delle
about,
cose che ti
Lucas,
piacciono, Leo?
because
Come,
he's
come
holding a
funziona?
flamethrower. Didn't know that he has a bullet. So Lucas can.
Non sto
But
connettendo
honestly,
i ragionamenti.
that middle
Ok,
section
allora,
with
boh.
Nia, I think anyone can
random.
go in. Any
Va bene.
combatant will go in. So these are the recommended formations. Let's talk about her partner. Sophia is Diana's
Esatto,
partner.
lo compri.
As a
Non lo
devoted
diventi.
fan, she loves
Bravo.
Diana more than anyone else. She utilizes her special ability, the Milky
Ok,
Way
giusto
Chorus.
che c'è la partner anche,
You can check out
ok.
the details on the screen.
Vabbè,
Now
gli
let's talk
darà
about her
extra
passive.
damage.
Milky Way Chorus.
Quando
Of
una
course,
parte...
it's
Ah, ok, è specifica.
Passive, fittingly for Diana.
Oddio, il terzo effetto non è specifico
Discarding
in
a
realtà.
passion
Che aumenta
Quietest card
l'attacco. Quando
of an assigned
scarti
combatant
Passion
is
Quietus, che è solo
discarded,
lei.
which means Diana. Basically,
Minchia.
there's no one else because it has
Mi-
Quietus.
Ok, crit damage
Next four
aumentato,
stats, when
attacco
3
ed
bullets
extra
are
attack. È
discarded, the assigned
fortissimo.
combatant performs 200% to 400% extra attack.
Pesca
on the
1 e
enemy
scarta 2 di
times per
passiva.
turn.
E 40% agli extra attack.
So lots of passive damage buff
Mi sembra
and
fortissimo.
extra source of damage onto
Ma lei
Diana when paired up.
c'ha delle robe
Her ego
scandalosamente broken comunque. ok.
Die-hard fan to the assigned combatant for It's 3, but it's
Bella l'art
technically, if you go to the bottom,
partner, tra l'altro.
40% damage amount plus damage amount to extra attacks as the
Bella,
assigned
bella,
combatant
bella
at the
l'arte
end
della
of the
partner.
turn decreased
Visto?
diehard fan for 1. This is basically a 3-turn buff to Diana. It's a 3-turn buff, so it's actually huge. I was almost not believing
funziona
it,
su
and I
Renoa,
checked
tranne il
in-game,
crit
it
damage,
was
ma
3
funziona anche
turns,
su
not
Renoa,
just like
sì.
a 3 attack.
Hai voglia.
So this could be a really big buff. And on top of that, draw, you can also discard up to 2 cards in hand. So this
pesca 1,
is
scarta
all in
2
on pack for Diana. A diehard fan for
È un
Diana,
bel
it seems
extra da
like
avere.
Sophia. And also on a personal note, this is not on Sophia. If you need more ways to discard, let's say partner Nyx
Solo
has
quando la
3
usi,
discard,
forse,
but Nyx is for a controller. So bring Nia with Nyx, then you can have another option of discarding 3. It works awesome. It feels awesome with Diana.
Non ho capito se
Bring any
sono
other
3
controller with
turni da
Nyx,
quando la usi,
and you
in
really don't
teoria.
have to. When your hand doesn't have the card you want, when you're worried about this card, you can just press Nyx and
Sono
discard.
3 turni da quando la
It's
usi.
a really good alternative with the team. So
Ok.
lobby already? Okay, lobby time.
Vabbè, la lobby l'hanno fatta vedere già, no?
I saw this chat since the beginning of the broadcast. There we go. I will move the mouse.
Ah, no. Pensavo
I will let
fosse
you
quella che
enjoy
avevano
for the
fatto
next 5
vedere.
seconds.
Ok.
This is
Fair, va bene.
Diana
Direi che...
getting ready
No, ma
for
io
a tea at a
già la
cafe.
maxavo, nel senso...
Seems
ci
like
sta.
it's not just a regular cafe.
Yeah.
To me. Yes?
PG più vestito degli ultimi 5, è vero.
Okay. That's our lobby.
È vero. Sì, sì, ma no, ma io... Ma
And also when you
già...
press on her, she...
Ma avevano già convinto all'inizio.
会いに来てくれたんです
It
か
worked last time. We've
Cosa
seen
sta
it, so-
facendo
oh,
Clef? Ah, ok.
私と一緒に愛のお話しませんか
Sei di
And-
parte. Ma certo che sì.
So Diana is available starting tomorrow as
Ma sì,
usual.
assolutamente sì.
But wait,
Ma non è, non è nemmeno in discussione la cosa.
April 8th to 5/5? 4 weeks, guys.
Perché non
Instead
hai
of 3
visto
weeks,
Dani
she
Ayuki.
will be available for pickup for 4 weeks. This time,
Ok.
we're not changing all the pickup schedule to 4 weeks, but because Diana
Allora, dall'8
is an
aprile al
intro,
5
somewhat of an
maggio.
intro
Va
character
bene.
into season 3, she's getting a special 4 weeks, and she's getting a specific pickup schedule of 4 weeks.
Ok, dura 4
But we
settimane e
will
poi c'è
have
la
a new
season 3.
combatant after 3 weeks, so there will be a 1 week of overlap. But that doesn't mean that all the combatants will be having 4 weeks in the future. She's getting an introduction to the new season, so there's a special.
Rimane per
4
una
weeks
settimana
Chibi
della season 3
for
lei.
Diana and Sophia, so keep that
Ok,
in mind.
rimane una settimana anche quando parte la season 3, avremo 2
Next,
banner.
let's
Quindi.
talk about the pre-season updates.
Okay.
Oh,
Operation Firebreak.
this is Operation Firebreak. Tactical mission.
Elimina il caos in 3 pianeti con 4 livelli di
Chaos Play
difficoltà
Mode featuring
senza save data.
Some different difficulties. This one is not for you to obtain or acquire save data.
È un evento.
It is
Mi piace che stanno
somewhat of a
provando
special
nuovi eventi
mode for the
comunque. Va bene.
pre-season. You can
Mi piace
use
che ogni
the save
patch stanno
data,
testando
the
nuovi
failed save
eventi.
data, the low-cost save data that you might have deleted, but if you haven't, you can spend those to, in a way, exhaust those save data.
Cioè puoi spendere i save
And
data che hai.
The dev, take a look at the final line. The dev
Il
mentioned
nodo
that
nuovo
please be
dell'Efilo avranno
cautious
tutti, non
of
solo Diana.
consuming this save
Ma
data
tutti i
because
nuovi o
once you
tutti?
exhaust or consume this save data, it will not be recoverable. Okay? Enough talking.
Sarà da vedere.
Let's check this in game. Here's it. It's in events.
Ok.
Special. Lots of crystals, by the way.
Classiche
Lots of crystals.
ricompense, direi.
you go in.
Ok,
different
devi
planets.
fare i 4
Sì.
pianeti, cioè i 3 pianeti, e ogni
I just
pianeta ha
cleaned my
4
save data.
difficoltà.
Don't worry, it's not like crazy. It's not like you don't. It doesn't require a crazy amount of save data. So you go into phase projection. What this is basically a buff to the team. You go in to the first one, and you click load data.
Cioè puoi cancellare un save
And
data qui.
you have to hit 50k, so you can use all of these
50.000 devi raggiungere? What?
and just hit register.
Vabbè, tecnicamente ho dei save data, però cioè...
Again,
Ma
warning
cosa
sign,
serve sta roba?
use save data will be irrecoverable.
Perché hanno fatto sta roba? Non sto capendo.
Once you use it, those save data are gone forever.
Ah, ti danno ricompense
And then
per spendere save
press this
data.
activate
Ah,
effect.
ok, allora va bene. Ok,
and you
allora mi va
have
bene.
this activated.
Ok, pensavo
For
fosse per
the
giocare
phase
l'evento,
projection,
invece no, ti danno proprio
you can do
ricompense
2.
se spendi save data. Ok.
If you
ok, ci
clear
sta.
the difficulty, you get more. When you clear difficulty 3, you get one more. This one, the first one was 50k, I believe. The second one was 60. It should be 70 and 80 for the last one.
Ok. Ti ha delle ricompense, Matte, più che buff.
And here you can toggle the activate effect.
Ah,
Here,
no, ti dà anche
the reason
dei
why
buff,
we
hai
have
ragione,
activate
Matte.
effect here is because we have a challenge mode. Clear difficulty 4 without the effect.
Quanto odio ste cazzo di
That will give you
sfide che ti
lenses.
mettono gli
You have
effetti e poi ti
3
dicono non li
different
usare per ste
planets to go
ricompense qua, ti odio.
And for the different planet, you have to consume the save
La odio
file again.
tantissimo quella roba.
Because you have 3 characters, usually when you go through a codex, you get at least, even if you just go through like 20 something K, 30 something K run.
Vabbè, ci sta, è un modo
So,
per darti
shouldn't take you
ricompense
too long.
buttando i save data invece che scartarli per crediti. Fondamentalmente se ti fai 3 chaos ne hai già abbastanza, cioè perché comunque 50k sembrano
that is
tanti, ma con i
Operation
chaos
Firebreak. Hope you had
tier
fun
15,
during the
16, quello
pre-season.
che è. Vabbè.
That's not all. We have more ready for you for the preseason.
Altro?
Full scale offensive.
Ah, il dead riesce subito.
Wow, what is
Pensavo
that?
uscisse in
You
season
must
3, ok.
use different combatants for each boss.
3
This is
team
well,
con...
the bosses are not technically new,
Yeah,
but the
3 team
mode
per 3
itself
boss.
is new.
Ogni PG può
takes some
partecipare
time to
solamente una
complete
volta.
all 9
Puoi usare
stars,
qualsiasi
3
save
stars
data.
each. And if you use the combatants for one boss, you cannot
Ditemi
use
che
the
questo
same
diventa
combatants
l'endgame che si
for the
resetta.
other bosses. And because
Questa
of the
roba mi piace,
scoring,
questa roba
it
mi
was very
piace.
difficult when I tried and I got deleted sometimes.
Spero si resetti, che non sia un evento, ma mi sa che è un evento.
So this one also, can we hop back to game and check this out? Aha.
Si resetta.
My rank
Yeah.
not reflected. Oh,
Si resetta ogni
crystals,
patch,
lenses.
mi sa.
Nice.
Ogni 2 quello che è. Sì, sì, si
Hey, a
resetta
lot
un
of
endgame.
crystals.
Ok, hanno messo il
The
dead
pre-season.
assault su CZN.
And the dev note here, I asked the dev.
7000 punti
give
per
me-
ogni
because I
bullet
died
card
so early,
scartata.
I asked the dev, and the tip I got was.
Ah, però ti hanno messo il buff per
Please
no, dai,
read
ok, I
what's
guess.
on left top.
Ma hanno scammato
was the
Luke
tip
però, no?
from the developer. So, bullet card discarded through
Sti maledetti.
ability. Okay.
Hanno scammato
I
Luke,
I
però.
think we know. So,
Ok, questo
you
è,
prepare for battle.
è super specifico, sì.
Use your glasses. I'm always.
Puoi farlo anche con
always
altri
using
PG
my
poi, The
glasses.
Passion, sì, sì, sì. Dipende
let's
da
have
cosa
an old
richiede
preset.
però, perché va anche a
Say,
punteggio, è
you
proprio il
can enter,
deadly, cioè è
go
proprio il
in,
deadly
and
assault
bring your
Zenless.
best save data.
あとこれも
Bring your best save data.
Vabbè,
and
abbiamo
enter,
capito, Craft, fammici
as
vedere gli altri
This
boss.
could be a very good challenge.
No, devi fare 900k di
or
punti,
especially
holy
the 3
shit.
star. So full scale
Okay.
offensive. You will have some time to complete this. So that's that for the collect all the crystals
Gli altri buff,
and prism lenses for the rewards.
gli altri buff.
with
Clef!
traces of memory and particles along with that as well. So those are some of the preseason updates that we have ready. But, guys, that's not it. Those are, of course, very fun. We have a sneak peek.
Seasonal Power Sneak
Like,
Peek.
they named a sneak peek to the season
Prova una
3,
preview della
but
Season
you
3.
can
Ah, l'avevamo detto.
actually, like, play like some parts of season 3.
Persona
in
card e
Codex. Go in
engraving.
Codex. There's an option on the left that you can toggle, like the graphics that you can see. You can toggle it on and off.
Allora, il fatto che mettano Season 3 Persona Card mi fa venire che fanno una collab con Persona.
Seasonal powers, I would say.
Cioè mi viene da dire
I
che la
can
prima
tell that
collab che
season
fanno
devs
è
were
con
very concerned
Persona.
about the off-season feedback from last time.
Mi
Same
sembrerebbe
data during the
assurdo.
preseason loses its value. We now have early access to the season, so you guys can get a taste, also get a better understanding when the season actually starts, right? So when you merge into Zero System, there's a toggle Galactic Disaster Preview. So activate.
Ok, puoi fare nello Zero System i
get that
caos
order,
della Season 3
taste
praticamente.
the season 3. So I'll explain a little bit about season 3.
Esatto.
Next page,
Gian.
please.
Esatto.
Season
Esatto,
3
esatto.
will have Persona card. This is not a reference to the Persona collab, guys. I'm seeing like
Come
1,000
non è una
chat already.
reference alla
I knew
collab
this
di
was going to be in the
Persona?
chat.
Vabbè, Clef, ma vai a cagare.
I cannot guarantee it's not 100%, but this is unrelated to the other game. It is not. It is just called Persona card, okay? Okay, guys? Okay. Preseason updates, seasonal power, Persona cards. The upcoming season's exclusive card. So each combatant will get an extra card called Persona. This is unique because you're getting this card in the deck, actually in the deck. You get the Persona card, and on top of that, you can add more line. Somewhat like, on top of the refinement, you can add God's Hammer from the previous season. So, and Persona card, it can be skill or attack to a combatant, depending on the combatant. From couple of runs,
Vabbè, hai delle carte a cui continui ad aggiungere degli effetti per ogni personaggio,
for
essenzialmente.
each combatant, but I could be wrong on this. And next page, please. So there's engraving, is what you have just seen. On the Persona card, you saw there's one. It's either light or dark. You can engrave two
Selezioni un engravi su un
engravements into one Persona
equipaggiamento
card.
che è dello stesso tipo della Persona Card.
Let's say through the run,
Buffi anche la Persona Card.
you already have two, but you want to replace the
Bro, sta roba
later
la far vedere
engravement. You
inutile,
can
cioè, la fai
replace
vedere bene o
as
non
you
la fai
want.
vedere.
But because you really want to create
Lo
one
vedremo
perfect deck
direttamente
for
in
season
game,
3,
I guess.
right? So you can replace it. Don't worry, you can replace it with the option of the later engravement. And also, as you can see,
Ciao Rick.
just like season 2, how you sometimes found equipment with refinement option already built onto it. There are equipments with engraved option in this run. When I tried with the developer, the equipment was usually popping up on the waypoint, and
Ah, sono solamente
because
gli
it's
equipaggiamenti nei
preseason, there
waypoint che
will
hanno
be
sta roba, ok.
only X amounts of options that you can get these equipments. During the season, it will open up entirely. That's why we're calling this like a sneak peek.
Ah,
So I've talked a lot about it,
Durante la season saranno
and
diversi però.
I asked CZN team, can we please get a video of this before the update? And they literally made the video 20 minutes ago. So
Ah, hanno fatto un video per farlo
let's
vedere.
play the Persona video.
Ok. Ah, puoi scegliere una Persona Card per un PG, ok.
So
E
there
l'ha
are Persona
refreshato,
cards,
c'ha 3
as
refresh.
you can see. Notice the 2 slots, and there's also refresh on the right bottom. It goes into the deck. And this is the waypoint that I talked about. It's in Korean.
Ce ne eravamo
But you guys
accorti
all
che era
know
in
what it's about. You
coreano.
guys all know Korean by now. See the equipment having one of the light options? So when you defeat a monster, there's a monster battle with a ranch sign on it.
Ah, puoi dare una carta a ogni
That's the
PG,
persona
ok.
card. So once you obtain persona card, you cannot change the persona card.
Ah, e
This persona
ottieni
card
dei
is
potenziamenti
skill.
quando
As you
sconfiggi
can
i
see, it
mostri,
cannot go on to
ok.
other combatants because the other combatants
Però
might have
sono
attack cards.
specifici per
So
PG.
this could only go to
사랑을
Diana.
사랑을 담아 쏩니다.
Not just obtaining the card, you can also obtain engravement, the engraving in
Ah,
the
puoi
card. It also
scegliere su
changes
che
the
PG.
graphics.
Ok, ce ne sono alcuni che puoi scegliere, altri che sono fissi, ok.
Ta-da!
Ok, quindi c'hai sto
So,
effetto
these
base
light
più due
and dark
potenziamenti.
will have really cool options that we have not seen in the
Nuovo
game yet.
season
So,
del Basin.
be hyped. There were lots of
Va
options
bene.
I couldn't fully even
Ma un
comprehend.
partire dal
yet,
piano 8
but
qua dentro no,
It's very cool. It's very cool. It's very interesting. It should bring a lot of new vibe to the season 3. But be aware, not everything is available because it's a sneak peek to season 3. That is going to be in for the Zero System Codex. If you cannot find it, it's there. That's usually where you find it. Now, preseason updates. The new season Basin of Hyperspace. Sometimes we have a lot of protos forgetting to do these. It actually has a lot of materials and crystals, so don't forget.
Non è che ci dimentichiamo, è che è una rottura di
Diana Story Event.
story event di Diana, va bene, come hanno fatto
Actually, the
negli
only
ultimi.
time that I wasn't able to go through the story, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be. That should be. Oh, okay. Here I have. It's a sub-story following the shocking truth encountered by Diana, the honorary high priest of the Holy Crusader. This has not only, look on the right, not only crystals and materials, it has a special Diana sticker.
C'ha uno
Thank you to get
sticker
this.
di Diana speciale l'evento, ok, va bene.
Next. Perfect time. Cute new lobby.
Special lobby di Nia,
for
bella.
Nia.
Holy shit.
Fitting time for
Jesus,
Diana
è
release.
bella?
Let's talk about some balancing adjustments for the partner system first.
Ah, ok, queste sono le cose che avevamo letto
Oh, finally,
nel
very
developer
cute.
note.
It's about time.
Aumentano le stat base dei
Kawaii,
partner
okay.
5 stelle.
Oh,
Tutti i partner
lots of
5
love
stelle
for
vengono
Nia,
buffati.
okay. Thank you so much.
E anche alle loro passive.
WDevs, knowing when to make what exactly.
Le
Wish we
stat
had
dei
all of it.
partner diventano base
Here,
stat
Partner
LPG
system balancing adjustments.
e tutte le loro passive e stat vengono buffate.
Much of this was announced in the preseason preview,
Yeah.
the developer notes on the official CCN Still website. If you missed it, these are the basic info. Again, much more details update to follow. And we're rolling the partner balance on the 8th, which is tomorrow. And
Yeah, le stat del partner diventano
combatant
stat
balance
base
will be
del
coming
PG.
out later April, so keep this in mind. Basically, 5-star partners will be getting a lot of stat buff. And
Okay.
the percentage increase from
L'ho
potential
visto lo stat
memory
buff,
shards
già la
and
partner
gear option will now be calculated
di
based on the combined base
di
stat of
Diana
both
è
combatants
interessante
and the
sicuramente.
partner. Those are the biggest changes. We have more improvements, say quality of life. Among these, rolling out several improvements to make your daily operations smoother. Overall, much from the feedback
Ah, la
that
chance
all the
de-
Protoss
ok.
was giving. Thank you so much for
È
your feedback
confermato.
again.
Tutti i PG
And
hanno
one thing I do want
25%
to
di
highlight
divine.
is
Non è
the
una global
pop-up.
passive.
Whenever you start the game,
Ok.
when you end the turn, when
Ce
you have
l'hanno
extra
tutti i
AP or
PG,
card,
guarda.
it
Sì,
always
sì.
asks you if
Pensavo
you want to
solamente i
finally
nuovi, invece
end the
anche
turn,
tutti quanti proprio.
Or when you don't want to loot, there's a pop-up saying, do you
Wait,
really want
quindi
to
hai
go to the next without
75% in
getting the
più?
loot? Now there's an option in game to pull that off. Can we go in game? 1 second, please. Here.
Ah, è per singolo PG, ok.
Here. In game setting, there's a pop-up display frequency setting now. So you can turn all those off.
È
You
25
don't
quando
have
trovi una
to
carta del
click
PG.
the
ha senso.
checkbox and
Oddio,
do
però
it
non
every
è
single
vero.
time.
Non è detto, comunque sì. Può essere, può essere.
Thank you for the change. And can we go back to the
Display
same
story
graphic? Thank
skip
you.
pop-up. Ok.
And again, all the way at the bottom, all combatant now have new potential node 5-2.
Tutti i personaggi. Sì, ma raga, serve farmare il settimanale un casino.
It's for all the
Quel
combatants.
25%
So
Epifani costa uno sfracello.
huge W. I feel like that should be in bold.
Costa 4 cose al settimanale,
Almost a
cazzo.
balance change, right?
Poteva
Godlike
metterlo
potential.
gratis a tutti a sto punto.
Half anniversary pre-launch event.
Pre-launch event
Coming soon, so we should have some
dell'anniversario.
pre-launch. Change up some vibe.
Ok,
out
prendi
some of the
ricompense in base alla
agents.
stamina
I
spesa.
think that should say combatants.
E ti dà 40
So, either
al
way,
giorno,
special
40
guest.
di energy in più ogni
And
giorno.
who's
Per
that?
quanto tempo?
Bella,
Ok.
the coffee master,
Vabbè,
will give
raga,
us
ma
extra
comunque
ether
CTN sta
during the
cucinando
event.
bene, dai, non
Thank you.
cazzo di dire, vabbè.
So 40 more ether.
Va bene.
Nice.
40 energy in più
Feel
al
like we should
giorno,
get
ricompense
double
per
coffee.
spesa
Like, one coffee
stamina.
isn't enough sometimes. You know, like one coffee in the morning, one more coffee afternoon. Like that could be nice. Like to log in again and get the afternoon coffee. Just saying, just saying.
Ok, sarà una settimanella di roba, immagino, no?
Another event, partner special or rescue. Guaranteed.
Banner speciale
with
dei
50
PG
rescues.
garantito con 50 pull.
This is something new.
E ne
It's a
consumi
separate
8 alla
banner, as you can
volta.
tell on the left. It's a separate banner for all the other partners.
Quindi 40
Excluding
pull,
Sofia.
partner assicurato.
I think this is everything excluding
E
Sofia.
c'è anche quello di Aru, quindi sono... Ok, vabbè,
It's a
sono quelli che
20%
sono andati
discount,
allo
so you're pulling 10
standard.
for 8. And the banner will be gone after 50 pulls. So good luck, everyone. I'm sure you guys
Sì, ma
have
dura
some
solo fino al
anchors
27
left
maggio,
over
perché non è fermo?
for the normal pulls. The special event. Talking about events more. Chaos regular survey? It's not technically a survey, is it? This is
Ah,
an event that
grazie
you
di
just have
cuore,
to play
Kian.
Codex twice.
Ok, ti danno un
With
flash of
the
potential ogni
preseason
settimana, che è quello che ti fa cambiare le
Sneak peek,
epifani.
you'll get to play a lot more than just the two.
Devi fare Chaos
every
o
week,
Codex 2 volte a settimana.
You
ok.
place twice.
Yeah, ti danno un
Flash of
cambio
potential.
delle epifani.
A lot of people
ok.
were asking for flash of potential, and this is a great way to get it every week. Total of 4.
Ok, ce n'è una a settimana, ok.
Other events as
E
well.
pull da 10, gem,
Stay consistent and get all the rewards.
doppio drop, va bene.
And by the way, some of these events are ending real soon. So make sure to pick all of those. Especially the
Non ho
into the
conservato
depth.
full
There are
standard,
plenty of
nemmeno io.
boxes that you
Ma
might want to.
ti dirò una roba, Rick, il
grab
fatto
them
che
before
mettono
it
sto
runs out.
banner significa che arriverà qualche ricompensa che ce ne dà un bel po'. Non è a caso.
So don't
Penso
miss
che
your
sia
chaos
qualche
selection
ricompensa
box.
che arriva con
Also,
la live.
Also use them. Also use them. It's in your storage.
Quella del
from the right.
metà anniversario.
And we have overdrive, simulation, the growth currency.
Non avrebbe senso se no mettere un banner
If you combine
standard
all those,
limitato.
it's a lot of currencies actually, a lot of materials and crystals.
Secondo me un 20-30 pull da lì arriva.
It's the end of the world! No, it's half anniversary
Esatto.
of Chaos Zero Nightmare. Time flies,
Il
right?
18 aprile
Again,
fanno la
April
live, secondo me
18th.
regalano
Mark
qualcosa.
your calendars. I don't know exact time.
Certo,
but
Tokyo, hanno fatto vedere
it might
tutto.
be noon in Korean time. Noon in a... Which is
Ciao,
Eastern
Ori.
US time would be 11
Vabbè, dai,
PM,
comunque va bene,
and
va
Western
bene.
time should
25...
be 8
Ah, allora,
PM.
le
That is the
epifani,
case.
le chance delle divine aumentate
but-
ci piace.
Hold on to it. I don't exactly know the time, but that's the
Diana
usual
io la
time.
maxo.
And half
Offline
anniversary
event.
offline event. It is in Korea.
In Corea, ok.
I know there's a lot of people flying into Korea.
Sono un sacco di persone
This
che
will be a
volano in
special,
Corea. Bro, ma dove cazzo
menu
vivi? Ma non è
pop-up
vero.
store
Cioè,
full
ma
of
cosa,
collab merch goodies
cosa
are
vuol
in
dire?
prep.
A qualcuno che vuole in Corea.
those
Cosa vuol dire? C'è
looking
un
to visit,
sacco di persone che volano in Corea.
Maybe plan this ahead if you're visiting Korea. But if not, further details for further announcements
Ciao, Banzo.
And I did hear, guys, listen up. I did hear that they're in preparation for not just Korean events, not just in Korea.
Ok, stanno preparando non solo per eventi in Corea, vabbè.
Maybe there can be something in the future. But
sì, no, ma dire un sacco di...
showing you the collab
è comunque sbagliato, capito? Cioè, c'è qualcuno che vuole in Corea ogni tanto per qualcosa, capito? Ma cazzo un sacco di...
Post it on YouTube somewhere, okay? I promise to go there and capture the vibe in person. So I know the flights are kind of pricey these days, but if you want to visit, mark your calendar. It should be right after the Harp anniversary, 18th into May. So that is Collab Cafe. And yeah, that's about it. Hey guys.
Vabbè dai, Clef, vai fuori dagli sbirilli, fai partire sta parte 2.
How was that? How was that? It's this preseason, certainly not the same from what we had before.
Vabbè, comunque mi fa piacere, raga. Stanno provando eventi nuovi, nuovo endgame,
man, those 3 weeks
passive a tutti i personaggi per aumentare le divine, banner speciali dedicati. Cioè, in realtà ci stanno, non posso dire un cazzo.
Hey
dai.
Sue, what's up? PC key mapping? You've done a better job? W developers. They know, they're getting ready for all these changes, all better stuff. 2% battle speed? Oh. So we'll see. That is.
Ma non ho fatto niente, Banzo.
Also, rewards for the
comunque
for the live
non lo vuoi
broadcast.
seguire, vabbè. Invece sta migliorando tanto.
That should be in your mailbox today, but it's only for 7 days, so make sure to pick those up.
100 cristalli, 3 pull, un refill. Ok, danno un po' di ricompensa a tutti nella posta.
About this. I played a whole lot more. I prepped a whole lot more to the limited time that I had. So hopefully you guys were able to enjoy this one compared to the last time. And we flopped a few things, so there could be better delivery for the characters as well as some news. And I think adding one more video of Persona, I think really helped you guys to understand before you actually play tomorrow.
Sì, anda, anche secondo me per il metà anniversario danno un bel po'.
That's enough for part 1. Let me drink some coffee. 1 second.
Non so, Banzo, secondo me questo è uno di quei giochi dove puoi sapere zero della storia e giocare solo per il gameplay.
Now, let's go to part 2. I know our
non è un gioco story-based.
CDN favorites.
Però tecnicamente hanno fatto solamente il programma in Corea con alcuni significati delle parole belli, però ci sta.
Start season 2. Not season.
C'è anche una questione di tempo.
Part 2. My brain's a little haywire.
Ok, quindi adesso c'è la parte in teoria del dev con
Nah, we're not there.
Mica togliete sti cazzo di green screen per l'amor di
welcome
Dio.
to the stream. Good to have you. Good to have all of you.
Madonna santa.
Diana. Nice. Good to have all of you. First of all,
niente mi fa più triggerare di un green screen che funziona a cazzo, te lo giuro.
Diana? We have to take turns to
te lo giuro, mi fa triggerare tantissimo.
Sure. So I'm really excited that Nia is going to be making a comeback, just having more reasons to, get Adagio back and more of that discard synergy.
Exactly.
Really appreciate also too in the the triple
non
boss
l'hanno
battle, I'm just
cambiata,
gonna call it. We also saw all bullets getting discarded for value, so there might be like a way to cheat the system a little bit, get some extra points. So looking forward to a lot more creativity here with the extra bullets.
Cosmic already giving so much hint.
Green screen con Diana dietro. No. Non ha senso. Se uso un green screen è per togliere lo sfondo, non per metterne un altro. Beh, poi dipende, ognuno fa il cazzo che vuole.
Lucas exists as a character, right? So that's great. Finally, we have a way to play his damn one-cost bullets without, selling our livers. So that's pretty good.
Hey, bullets are very good. Zenazad, welcome. What do you think about Diana?
I think she looks pretty cool. I really like the idea of a bunch of characters having bullet synergy. It opens up a lot of stuff to the future too. And yeah, Luke and Lucas, maybe someone will actually use them. Except Luke got forgotten on the suggested team, so maybe he's not that good with them. I guess we'll find out.
Luke, I personally tried a couple games, but I think Renoa tops.
Ok.
I know, Jenna, were you the Lucas
Clef
Luke
sta
lover?
dicendo che
Thank you.
Luke secondo lui
E6?
non è stata buona con lei e Renoir
I
gli
didn't love
cade
him.
in
I just
testa
pulled
che
11 of them. I didn't
fail.
want him.
11. Oh wow, you're a
Gian
lucky
Azad c'ha il
man.
mio stesso
Certainly a
microfono,
male
non
character,
riuscito.
and that male character question. When the director comes, we will also ask that question. But overall, before Mr. Seungyeon Che comes along, we have to finish. He has to finish the Korean broadcast first, and then.
Ah,
come to our
c'è il
table, so we
direttore
do have some
coreano che
time.
sta facendo il broadcast
So before that, let's
coreano.
talk about season 2. Some of the issues, some of the things you felt during
Ok,
season 2.
adesso
What you think
yappano
was
per,
really good. What
per
you think was a little
probabilmente mezz'ora
problematic.
buona.
Can we go with Cosmic first, please?
Sure. And I guess I'll steal the one that I know everyone wants to say anyways. It's just was way too 9 focused, right? I think one of the best parts of Chaos Zero Nightmare is the opportunity to bring multiple teams together.
Cosmic ha appena detto una cosa correttissima, ovvero il problema della Season 2 è che è troppo concentrata su 9.
Maybe you joined halfway through the season or just didn't like the design.
Vero,
You were kind of punished, just to put it bluntly. So I know that's one piece of feedback that was heard many times over. So sorry to, steal it up front, but I think it was the most common one that I've seen, just Reddit, Twitter, everywhere. So I felt obligated to mention it first. And that was really the pain point for me as someone who loves deck building and loves trying out different characters.
Yeah. Many of us do have 9, but I can't even imagine what it feels like to not have 9 and go through the season. I think there will be lots of, maybe some small, big problems, issues. WG, what did you think about season 2?
I mean, on that note, a lot of people are asking for more difficulty. If you think it's too easy, just take 9 out of the team. Just saying, right? Like, it's always an option. And I mean, we finally got our first Gamba character. We all need a Gamba character in your gacha game so that you can gamble on the outcomes of cards so you can do more damage. And if it doesn't work, you just do it again and then you hope it goes better, right? That's very important. Big damage, big risks. Big fan of Typhara for sure.
Yeah, 9 Tifera, Rita. Very suited on one specific way, I think was the biggest feedback we can all share.
Dato in tilt.
Jenna, do you have any comments about season 2, what we had?
I thought the characters were really well designed, very fun, but going along with what Cosmic said, it felt like
Sta laggando di brutto?
certain characters were pretty much supposed to be used, like they balanced all the design of stuff. You would get
Was the biggest feedback we can all share. Jenna, do you have any comments about season 2, what we had?
I thought the characters were really well designed,
tutta
very fun, but
la
going
pazza,
along with
Dark.
what Cosmic said, it felt like certain characters were pretty much supposed to be used, like they balanced all the design of stuff. You would get something that says exhaust cards do this, and then you're like, well, how many characters can I really utilize this?
Io Calipe
Going along with it,
Magna
I
me la
also
sono
think that,
goduta in quel
it's a
momento,
continuation of
onestamente.
issues kind of
Quando ho
from the
tolto
first
9,
season
ho
where people
giocato
feel
full
like
Calipe
they
Magna,
need to
quello era
play
stato
this
bello.
one planet.
Mi è
this
dispiaciuto che non ho
one
potuto fare
singular
la Renoir
place for,
build
like,
perché non
months,
potevo.
right? Which I think causes a lot of issues and people get a little bit bored of doing that. And I think that's kind of a continuing issue.
Yeah, I think hopefully season 3 doesn't repeat in a way. But one hint that we can all, the one thing that really understood or got from season 2 was that when we had the first combatant of season 2, it seems to be missing a few links, and those few links ended up being completed by the next combatant and the next combatant. So it turns out to be one of the issues that people might have had. If you didn't have all of it, of course you have to bring other combatants in to fill those links, but it's not 100% possible if you don't have those combatants. So we felt that way.
Non è nemmeno vero quello che sta
season
dicendo
2.
Clef ora.
Did all 3 of you go through the developer notes on Stove? I'm pretty sure. Yes. Only was released a few days ago. We had 2. One on Sortie, the other one on
Ok, stanno prendendo tempo per l'arrivo.
And including all the things that I mentioned in part 1. Did anything come special to you? Any concerns or any special ideas
just on
that
the
you
note of
thought?
Sortie, was Sortie meant to be pre-season or was Sortie season 3 feature? I don't really remember.
I don't exactly know when Sortie will be ready, but I think that was something that they're preparing. I think it's separate from season 3. I don't think it's I don't think it will be. I don't know exactly the timing is, so I think that's a good question that we can toss to the director when he comes. So the questions. Let's hold on to the questions a little bit, but let's talk about what you thought about part 1, Diana, and some of the updates that you've seen. Any
Io lo
ideas,
devo
Cosmic?
ancora fare, anda.
For me, I mean, the big one that's kind of still looming that I know that was in the
Io lo
dev
devo
notes
ancora fare,
is
madonna.
about being able to change some of the save data in an upcoming edition, because I actually had to read it over twice because it says that we actually get to have complete control over the divines that are on cards as well. Like, right, one of the limitations right now of the flashes is that you kind of roll for your divine and you say, oh, I can pick the epiphany later, but it sounds like the direction is going to go in a way that you're able to completely kind of recreate that card from scratch. So I think that will kind of alleviate a lot of the there's a side story that I literally spent a week trying to farm the Haru deck that was on the Great Rift. Did not get it. I spent over a week, could not finish the deck. And I kind of quit on Haru at that point, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to some of these save data improvements that were highlighted in that dev note. And then, yeah, anytime we get a new character, love to play a new character and see what she's gonna, make out with.
Beh, lui ha appena detto...
And Jenna, did you want to add
Nelle note
anything
dei
from the
developer
dev
c'era
notes?
tipo un nuovo flash che ti faceva ricreare
Well, no, I agree
direttamente una
everything he was
carta
saying.
invece
I
che
think
solamente
that it
l'Epifany,
seems like the
insomma.
developers are going
Se
kind of
volevi
in a
proprio
way
mettere
where
una
they want
carta che avevi
save data
eliminato,
to be
qualcosa del
social.
genere.
But they
bello.
noticed it in the sortie entire announcement. They were saying we kind of want the focus to be sortie, and we're going to make it way easier to get save datas during this season. So it seems like save data's kind of been getting in the way of a lot of the fun for people and enjoyment of the game, I think.
Yeah, if we have sortie, playing it for the save data and
Vabbè,
then
no, ma
sortie
stavo
would be
parlando
somewhat
del tempo del
redundant. I think
caos.
that's what the
CDN
developers
prende
might have
parecchio
thought.
tempo sotto quell'aspetto lì.
And taking that out from the total play time, I think
Oddio.
maybe is required.
Dipende
from all
da quanto
the
vuoi
busy,
dedicargliene te, se gliene
the
vuoi
world of
dedicare,
times that
chiaro,
we are
però
going
sì.
through. So I do hear
Ci
the
sta, se
director
uno
is
non ha
not
tempo,
yet
sicuramente
ready.
CDN è
So
tosto
we'll have a couple
da
more
starci
questions.
dietro.
What about the partners? What did you guys think about the season 2 partners? I know even Sophia is very specific focused on the combatant. Do you think that should be relieved?
Nah,
relieved a little bit?
Sophia is by far the most universal out of all the partners we've
Really?
seen since release of the game.
Really?
Holy, like you can
Hey,
even
let's
just
drop
take
the
her out of the
sarcasm a
hunter
little
class
bit.
and smack on
Let's drop
somebody else.
let's drop the sarcasm a little bit, okay? I know she's a specific fit, and the other partner has been as well. So I know that's one thing that
Per me i partner specifici...
not just us have been mentioning, but also community reaction as well. Cosmic, do you have any
WG, what you
Oh,
know,
Per me i
Jenna.
partner
every
specifici
single
per i PG
future
non sono
character
un
is going to be
problema.
all bullets now. So she's the most universal. She's perfect. It's exactly what we needed, man.
Exactly.
Yes, universal that has specific wording on each combatant and stuff. And not just the dev notes. Cosmic, did you want to add anything to the previous questions or anything else that you wanted to mention?
No, I mean, I'm just going to kind of back up what WG just said, right? It's one of the things of reading over that partner in particular. I would have honestly expected it to say something like, oh, passion bullets, right? Like, yes, there was the one part of the partner skill that, of course, is going to go with the intended combatant, but the rest of it is like, oh, wait, we can actually use this in other areas. Now, of course, you still have to be hunter to get the full benefit, what have you, but it's being a bit more flexible. So, Tiana, I really like pulling because if you want to play heavy hitting characters, yeah, getting the crit rate buff is always going to be nice. Getting the extra damage is nice. Gaia was another great example of, oh, it's a permanent morale buff and buff, and you're always going to draw an attack card off of it, which is great. But the other partners have kind of been like, oh, they're just okay for who they're going to be used with, and oftentimes you could just use a 4-star. So I really hope that this is a sign of kind of what's to come, and I really do hope that this partner is
Vabbè, sì, è inutile parlare dei partner 5 stelle vecchi, visto che hanno detto che li buffano tutti
while
quanti.
you're talking about that, WG briefly did mention about Tifera, and some of the feedback from Tifera was that it was way too much randomness within the character, which some people love so much because it's casino, but the other side, you might not like it as much because it's totally random at times, and even had a card that you have to guess out of the 3, and sometimes there's a run that you get it wrong all the time.
Tifera non mi ha fatto impazzire come PG.
WG, since you brought it up, do you think we should add more randomness to the combatant as cards gimmicks, or
I mean,
the other
I guess
way?
it always depends, right? So long as the entire character's kit in every single epiphany isn't random, if you don't like the randomness, just play a different epiphany, Like, that's also something you can do. I mean, there's a card where you select what you pick, and then I guess if you need AP, pick AP, need the damage buff, pick the damage buff. that's the beauty, right? You can build the character the way you want. If you don't like him too random, then make
Stai
him less
dicendo che a
random. Want more
VG
randomness? Crank it up.
Tifera... L'RNG Tifera non faceva troppo
What
impazzire
about you?
eventualmente,
What about
comunque
you,
in
Jonathan? Did you
generale.
think the randomness
Alcuni si lamentavano
was fun to play
dell'RNG
with Tifera, or do you think that should be reduced in the future?
Però sì, c'è anche una build anti-RNG.
I mean,
sì.
I think it's fun. It just kind of feels bad when the payoff isn't really worth the risk, I guess. And the one where you choose one of 3 cards, I literally never get it right. It's never the correct one, ever. Like, I don't know. It does not feel like a 1 in 3 for me, man.
No, la carta quella che...
It was more
La
like
carta
1
quella
in
delle scelte a me fa
5-ish,
cagare,
or
cioè
1 in 6-ish
io non, a me
from
fa
my
veramente
experience, because you always
cagare, quella
remember
che
the
devi
ones you get
scegliere e
wrong,
indovinare
right?
una
Not
delle
the
3,
ones you
cioè
get
ma
right.
col cazzo.
So, and one of the key things that
L'ho
we
provato,
did
mi
go
fa
through
cagare.
during season 2, which had a lot of different opinions, was the Great Rift, and more opinions on the part 2, especially not just part 1. Yeah, let's just honestly talk about the Great Rift. How frustrating was
Peggiore
part
Great
2 compared
Rift
to part
fatto dal
1,
gioco
and
faceva schifo.
what
E
were some
dicono
of the
qualsiasi
issues
cosa che
and
non sia
problems?
questa è fake.
This time, sorry. Jenna, do you want to go
Il
first?
Great Rift è stata una merda.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm just going to be upfront. I'm not a fan of Great Rift. I think it kind of goes against a lot of what makes this game so fun. And it kind of pigeonholes you into feeling forced to make a specific build and use specific characters and just look at the ladder and copy paste what other players are doing, which kind of removes what the game's about.
Esatto, è una merda perché ti costringe a usare PG specifici con build specifiche.
Like Cosmic was mentioning, he was trying to make a Haru deck. Well, think about people who have jobs. How much time are they going to be able to spend farming a perfect Haru deck and copy-pasting some guy who's jobless' build to then go and do the Rift? I mean, it's just kind of feels a bit ridiculous, I think.
Who needs sleep?
Think about the people with jobs.
Who needs sleep when you can play CZN all day, all night, and stream and post on YouTube? That's all of us, right?
No, non potevi usare quasi
now,
nessun
since we have
PG
25% increased Divine Epiphany, hey, that might reduce some time. WG, how are some of your Great Rift? I know you're grinding very hard.
Io l'ho fatto con Magna Calipe, però...
What was your experience like?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be brutally honest. In terms of maximum damage, I did put in the runs. I did put in the effort on the first Great Rift. The second Great Rift, it was an interesting experience where I just decided personally for myself, I am not going to farm for a Mika draw. So I didn't have a healer, and then I kind of died.
Oh, really?
You know, it just happened like that. Then again, my Great Rift 2 was a lot more interesting in terms of mechanics and a lot more punishing if you didn't use the right things. Great Rift 1 was, I guess, a bit more.
Vabbè, sì, è stata una merda. Il Great Rift attuale fa schifo. Sì.
But nobody forces you to play Great Rift, right? You still get the same rewards. It's a sticker,
Non credo,
right? You can make that trade for yourself. Do you want to spend the 20, 30, 40 hours? Like some people, they need a purpose. Some people don't.
Yeah,
you know?
it's an extra content for the far in distance, and you can be the outlier, be the top rank. It takes a lot of time grinding. That was the entire purpose of the Great Rift. But did hear a lot of feedback that part 2 was a little bit more compared to Cosmic. We do want to hear from you, but maybe from the director himself.
È arrivato il direttore.
So we do have the director of CCN, Seung-yeon Choi, in the house, in the plastic chair.
I'm already standing, prepared.
Hello. 네,
Hello.
코스믹 네.
하이.
CCN 크리에이터 대표 코스믹 WG 그리고 제나젠 이렇게 있습니다.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
Hello. Great to see you all. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
Finally, it's time. Yes, he is here. Just finished the Korean broadcast, and he is here. 일단 이렇게 모시게 돼서 또
아닙니다.
반갑고요. 몇 달 된 것
Adesso
같은데.
deve parlare il
일단 시즌
tizio, lui
2랑
deve tradurre, poi questa sarà una iappata enorme.
너무 나인이 일단 너무
Questa sarà la yapp fest
나인에
per un
대한
bel
지중이 좀
po'.
많았다.
네.
그리고 일단 뭔가 어떤 조합에 다양한 조합이랑 좋은 조합을 써서 가는 게 좋을 것 같고 이런 플레이를 지향한다고 하셨는데 사실상 해보니까 대균열도 그렇고 너무 시즌 캐릭터에만 집중이 많이 돼가지고 어느 정도 피곤함이 있었다라는 거를 좀 토로하고 있었거든요.
공감합니다. 저희가 시즌 1 때 착오를 좀
Sta roba qui comunque
겪었었어요.
sarebbe
시즌 1 때 이제
voluta,
출시되는
secondo me doveva essere fatta a video più che a live, però ci gusta.
시즌 2에는 좀 이거를 좀 핏하게 맞춰야겠다라는 좀 생각이 있어서 그게 좀 핏하게 맞췄는데 그게 좀 너무 과했던 것 같긴 합니다.
So in season 1, the characters were not exactly fitted as the one of the powerful ways. There was a lot of options. So season 2, we wanted the combatants to fit more into the seasonal content, but it was fitted a little too much, focused on those characters. So those are the feedbacks we received.
Ok, vabbè, ha appena detto che effettivamente la season 2 si concentrava troppo sui personaggi nuovi, che è una merda.
A little more fitted to those combatants instead.
그래서 좀 다양한 전투원들의 좀 놀이터가 마련된 상태에서 좀 그런 게 적용됐어야 되는데 그런 요소가 전혀 없이 대균열과 시즌 카오스가 전부 핏하게 들어가다 보니까 그런 불쾌함을 좀 많이 느끼셨을 거라고 생각되고 저 역시도 좀 그런 부분을 느꼈기 때문에 시즌 3에서는 이 부분을 좀 완급 조절을 잘 하려고 하고 두 번째는 이제 총력전이라는 컨텐츠가 이제 추가되기 때문에 여기에서 좀 다양한 전투원들 활약하실 수 있고 그리고 반주년 때 출격이라는 컨텐츠를 통해서 더 다양하게 전투원들을 활약할 수 있는 컨텐츠를 준비했기 때문에 이런 부분 점차 계속 보완해 나가겠습니다.
Yeah, we feel that season 2, there should have been a big playground pool for a lot of other combatants and then add those new characters in. So somewhat more fitted. So you can play a lot more combatants along with the new combatants for season 2. But that wasn't the case. That was what we were hoping for, but did not turn out to be the way. But for season 3, I hope that's the way.
Vabbè, ha detto le stesse cose di prima e sperano che la season 3 non dia la stessa sensazione.
Which you can play as a side. And not just that, half-year anniversary with Sorry coming out soon. That should be the main focus where you can play a lot of different
Ok, la modalità quella full roguelike senza save data arriva a season 3 molto presto. Non è detto che esca quella season 3.
질문들을 질문들을 좀 받아왔습니다. 크리에이터 분들이 질문들을 할 게 많다 그래서 한번 질문들 받아볼까요? Now!
준비됐습니다.
Oh, guys, he is ready for the questions you guys might have. So let's go from Cosmic. I understand you guys have some questions for... let's go with Chaos System questions first. Cosmic, you have a question?
Sure, yeah. So when Chaos Zero Nightmare launched, we had 5 different Chaoses. They were all quite unique. They had different enemies, and there was a lot to look forward to. However, when the first 2 seasons launched, or as we've seen them, they had a lot of the sameness to them, a lot of those repeats. So will we see either new enemy types or divines or any way to freshen that game experience in the future seasons, or just new Chaoses altogether joining the game?
일단 전에는 카오스 이렇게 다양하게 있었고 처음에 할 때는 굉장히 신선했는데 시즌이 지나가면서 비슷한 것들이 많이 나오고 많이 나온 거를 봤습니다. 그래서 다음 시즌은 새로운 몬스터나 새로운 신이나
siamo partiti con 5 pianeti, con 5 caos e poi le season hanno un po' rovinato la cosa.
새로운 몬스터나 이런 것들이 나올까요?
뭐 몬스터 같은 경우는
però
시즌마다
cioè lui ti risponde vabbè le season erano pianeti nuovi anche quelli quindi che cazzo vuoi
몬스터는 계속 추가가 되고 있고 신 같은 경우는
cioè, è una domanda troppo vaga per avere la risposta che stai cercando perché ho capito cosa vuole sapere però
고민 중이고 논의 중이고
네,
논의 중입니다.
네, each season they're adding new monsters to update the content and they are adding new god to the future content, but they're still deciding which content the new god should go into. So please look forward to the future updates.
Domanda vaga, risposta vaga.
Next question,
aggiungiamo
Jenna,
nuovi
do you
nemici,
have a question
ci saranno
on the
nuovi
system?
dei, eccetera, ma andranno a pari passo con la storia.
You mentioned
Quindi
it
quando
earlier
sarà,
about how it feels like some of the seasons are overly focused on certain characters, and that caused a lot of problems. Like season 2 was overly focused on 9, and I think a lot of people had issues with that.
Già ha
You
ritirato fuori il
into
problema
changing some of these
delle
things.
season concentrate su
Do you have some examples of maybe some things that you would be going to address this with? Because it feels as though even the first season had certain characters that just performed so much better, and there's so many planets that we don't really get to play because we're just all focused on that one planet with the new season. So are there some examples of ways you have to address this?
Yeah.
일단 시즌 2에
Già è stato detto con l'arrivo delle season tutti gli altri pianeti vengono totalmente buttati nel cesso perché non servono a un cazzo, ve lo dico in maniera molto schietta.
떨어졌기 때문에 다음 시즌에는 어떤 방향으로 좀 이렇게 돌릴 수 있을까요?
molti PG non si usano più.
지금 소개가 된
fa qualcosa per sta roba o andiamo tutti al bar?
페르소나 카드라는 시즌 파워를 통해서 정말 다양한 조합이 연구될 수 있는 다양한 빌드가 나올 수 있는 좀 그런 시즌 파워를 준비했고요. 그와 더불어 이제 지금 다 포커싱이 시즌 세이브 데이터를 얻기 위함인데
네.
이 세이브 데이터 얻는 과정 혹은 이 결과물의 만족도가 더 쉽게 더 편하게 얻을 수 있게 개선될 예정이라 반주년 때 좀 많은 개선이 이루어질 예정이고 그렇기 때문에 이런 부분이 점차적으로 합쳐서 이제 큰 틀에서 보자면은 이제 시즌 카오스에서 틀에서 좀 많이 벗어날 수 있지 않을까.
So to answer your question, Jenna, for the season 3, I think we can certainly go back towards season 1 or even broader ways of different planets because Persona, the season power will actually let you build a lot of different combatants, a lot of different teams. According to the options, there are lots of really interesting, cool options that are into season 3. So Persona is the season power. And also, on top of that, it's all about creating the perfect save data. A really good save data for the combatant and having another run, really grinding that. And some of the experience grinding that takes a long time and was painful. So they're working very hard to reduce that down to slightly more comfortable and easier path of grinding one perfect deck for the combatant.
Non sono i PG il
along,
problema,
of course,
sono i
when we
nemici.
talk about this, the Persona card, along with in that save data. Hope that answers your question a little bit, Jenna.
No,
And,
non sono i
WG,
PG il problema.
your turn
Non
for
sono
the
i PG il
question. I
problema,
know you
sono i
waited a
nemici,
long time.
cazzo.
Did you have any questions about Chaos System
Non ha
or the equipment?
risposto, cioè.
Yeah, I mean, before we ask the big questions, the most important question, we need to start lighthearted. So, a couple of people have noticed we're running out of gear space. We're running out of space. The 600 doesn't seem to be enough. So that's something like increase in gear space. But what would also be quite great would be gear loadouts. I know, okay, if you give us another year, we'll have so much gear that we can gear everyone. But just the ability to make gear sets and swap them onto characters, it would save so much time and also make it so much more approachable.
VG ha chiesto i
playing more characters 'cause
preset
there's
più
less
spazio
hurdles.
per i gear.
So, yeah, gear loadouts and more gear space.
Okay. Very good question. 장비에 대한 질문을 주셨는데요. 일단
Dai, mettete sti
600칸은
cazzo di
게임을 많이
preset,
하는 분들에게
네.
이미 너무
부족하다.
적다, 이미 많이 부족하다라는 얘기를 가장 먼저 하고
맞아요,
싶다고
맞아요.
하네요. 뭐 많이 늘렸으면 좋겠다고 하고 그리고 또 중요한 거는 로다 프리셋이라고 하죠.
Cioè, Nazzato non è
프리셋이라는 게
contento della
있으면은
risposta del
이제
team.
훨씬 더 많은 전투원, 다양한 전투원을
Ci sta,
사용할
anche
수도
secondo me è
있고
stata una risposta di
이런
merda,
게
ma...
추가가 되면 좋을 텐데 그런 계획이 좀 있으신가요?
우선은 프리셋이 뭐 사실 기획적인 난이도가 낮으면 뭐 바로 접목하겠지만 뭐 전작 에픽 7에서도 그렇고 프리셋은 좀 기획의 난이도가 높아서 당장의
네.
고민은 하고 있지 않고 다만 기획 요소가 한도량 다음 업데이트 때 늘어나고
장비 한도 600에서 늘어나면 알겠습니다.
늘어나고 그 다음에 이제
Comunque
저등급
sta sessione qua dovevano
기억의
farla in modo
조각들을 자동
diverso.
분해해서 획득되도록.
Dio santo.
이것까지는 이제 기본적으로 다음 업데이트 때 이제 그러니까 그 반주년 때 업데이트 될 예정이고
저등급 장비는
네, 자동으로 분해되게.
하는 기능이 나오는데요. 네. 알겠습니다. 그 혹시 얼마나 늘어날까요?
1000개까지 늘어나고.
1000개요?
네.
So the big answer from WG's question was 600 to 1000 space for the
Ok, prevedono di portare il
And
gear da
the
600 a
loadout, he
1000.
wanted to say a few things. The loadout, in a way, presets. In terms of programming and developing preset, it's actually in terms of difficulty level, it's actually quite challenging to make it in game. So as he has mentioned, other game Epic 7 took a long time to implement the presets, but it shouldn't be that long. But there's a difficulty, somewhat of a challenge in making those loadouts.
È difficile implementare i loadout.
Thinking about that, but another way is another thing that's coming in a half-year anniversary is an auto dismantle for the lower tier items.
Prevedono
that you
di
get from
mettere i
the loot,
loadout comunque.
which should save up
Però
some
hanno
of the
detto
space without you dismantling
prende parecchio
manually.
tempo perché è
So
difficile
that was the
essenzialmente.
answer
Però...
for WG. Let's have some more questions for Chaos System. Cosmic, do you have any more questions for
L'auto
Chaos?
dismantle aiuto, ma...
Yeah, and this one kind of piggybacks off Jenna's odds a little bit, but repeatedly playing for one very specific chaos enhancements can be very tiring, much like my Haru story of spending a week trying to get something and just not lining up. So are there any improvements to this in the future? And this could be through the skill tree, through other consumables we get to make it a little bit easier to refine find those save datas. Just trying to think about the overall experience of going through the chaos and not having to fail unlimited amount of times, to save everyone a little bit of time to make those perfect decks.
코스믹 컨텐츠 크리에이터가 이번에 하루로
Vabbè, lo
이번
fanno.
시즌에
Vabbè, hanno
굉장히
detto che
많이
lo fanno
했는데
tramite i flash.
신특임이
però,
안 나온
no?
게 있어가지고 결국엔 못했다는 얘기가 있었거든요. 이래서 특정 신특임을 위한 획득하기가 너무
Che
힘들어서
cazzo, non mi è
이런 좀
piaciuta sta domanda.
준비된 계획이 있을까요?
Lo
우선
fanno già.
저 역시도 이제 신뜨김을 다 깎았는데 신뜨김 없어서 게임을 좀 온전히 즐기지 못한다라는 건 확실히 문제라고 인식하고 있고
네.
이번 업데이트 때 이제 잠재력 노드에 이제 신뜨김 확률 증가라는 잠재력 노드 추가를 시작으로
네.
반주년 때는 신뜨김을 대폭 좀 완화할 수
Anda a
있는
cambiare il gruppo delle
그런
substat.
보상이 준비되고 있으니 반주년 좀 기대해 주시면 좋을 것 같고 제가 아까 타겟에 대해서 좀 말실수를 한 것 같은데
네.
제가 지금 정확하게 가물가물하지 않아서 반주년 때 딱 업데이트 되는 게 아니라 시즌 3 중에 업데이트 된다라고 좀 정정해 주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
장비요?
네네.
So the equipment, the expansion, and also the auto dismantled. It might not be beginning of season 3. It should be in the middle of season 3. He wanted to adjust that first. And to answer your question, Cosmic, the Divine Epiphany is always the greatest pain. He's also feeling it in his runs all the time, and he also has the exact same issue on a different combatant. But that's exactly why they've added the potential for all combatants for higher chances. I think that's one. But another thing is that he has mentioned there should be another type of material or currency that should ease out the Divine Epiphany in the future. Might be during
Ok,
season 2,
arriverà
might be,
qualcos'altro per
at the
aumentare
end of
le
season
chance
2,
di Divine
but
Epiphany.
These will also be
Oltre al
mentioned
buff che è andato ai
during
PG.
the half-year anniversary as well. So hopefully you can create perfect Haru deck. Cosmic, I know you're a big Haru fan.
Season 3 it's the one we believe.
Season 3, yes. Always
Your
believe.
time.
Jenna, do you have any more questions on Chaos?
Oh yeah, so this is a big one that I have actually is in the current season and the previous one, Chaos and Codex never really felt like there was much point to do the higher levels of them. So for instance, basically everyone is farming at tier 8 for all of their save data, and there was never really a point for anyone to go higher. When you go up to the maximum one, it's insanely difficult, but you don't really get any advantages or rewards or anything, so it always felt kind of pointless.
Oh,
So are there any improvements maybe
fa
designed
le
to making
domande
that
giuste ma
more
riceve le
enticing so
risposte
players actually
sbagliate.
want to challenge the harder things
Sta
rather than just stay in the
dicendo
difficulty
le
8?
difficoltà extra di Chaos non servono un cazzo perché farmano tutti a tier
여쭤본
8.
게 지금 난이도 8에
Perché
티어
non c'è
돌려가지고
nessun
티어
vantaggio,
14,
sono
15에
stati
맞춰가지고
difficili le difficoltà più
이상의
alte.
난이도를 가지 않잖아요, 잘.
그쵸.
그렇기 때문에 지금 더 어려운 난이도를 갈 이유가 많이 없는데 또 고난이도를 위해서 좀 더 좋은 보상이나 그런 변경이 있을까요, 나중에?
우선은 8 난이도를 초과하는 난이도를 퍼스트 여러분들께서 돌게 하는 거는 저희 취지에 맞진 않아요. 왜냐하면 게임이 너무 어려운 난이도를 요구하다 보면 그렇지 않아도 플레이 타임이 긴 게임인데 그런 것까지 유도되다 보면 피로감이 너무 심하기 때문에 그래서 이제 보통은 이제
No, questa qua è una domanda che deve avere una risposta
정도로만 이제
specifica,
만족감
cioè questa era abbastanza dettagliata.
다만 방금 질문하신
Però è
것처럼
vero, cioè,
고난이도에
tecnicamente le
대한
difficoltà più
어려운
alte dei
난이도에
Chaos
대한
Season sono in...
인식을 갖고 계신 퍼스트 여러분들도 분명 존재하실 거라서
네.
그런 분들을 위해 출격 컨텐츠 곧 출격한다라는 점 아마
모든
정말,
게 출격으로 가는군요.
정말 난이도의 극한을 경험하실 수 있습니다.
그 정도인가요?
어렵습니다. 굉장히 어렵습니다.
Okay. So, Jenna, to answer your question, Director Choi mentioned that we know that's the case, but it was in a way intended because difficulty 9 and 10 or further was intended more for the first awards only. Because if you keep on having to go through the very difficult award every single week, multiple times, it will create a lot of fatigue and some tiredness for a lot of players. Because if you go through the
hanno detto
run,
che è voluto
lose,
che sia
not get
così
save data for
solamente per
multiple
le prime
ways,
ricompense e le difficoltà
it
più alte.
could be the way, but that's not the direction that the game wanted to head for. So, and instead, if you really want to go challenge into very, very difficult thing, Sorty is coming at you very soon. So he wanted to.
Se vuoi una
address
sfida
again, Sorty
difficile,
will be the
aspetta la
type of
modalità
content if you want
roguelike
to go
pura
through
che sta
the
arrivando. Che
hardest
sono
difficulty.
curioso.
That would be the perfect gameplay that you should go through when there's an update with the Sorty. And Jenna?
Secondo me se la modalità roguelike va bene tolgono quasi tutto il save data system.
Let's see. Jenna, you had another question on the chaos as well. Do you want to follow?
Yeah, actually. I don't know why I'm going back to back, but so right now when you're in chaos, it feels like normal enemy battles are mostly pointless. Like obviously you want to get epiphanies from them, but they don't feel super rewarding. And I've played some other games that this game has taken some inspiration from, and it feels as though there's much more of a reason to chase after those battles. Currently in the game, it feels like everyone just spams question marks. Mostly when you're going on a path, you go as many question marks, maybe some elites, and then go towards a tunnel. So are there anything that they're thinking of adding to that to make it so it's more worthwhile
I
to
fight
actually
dei mostri
focus on some
normali
of
nei
these?
caos vengono quasi sempre skippati e non danno quasi niente di ricompensa e vanno quasi tutti sulle
아무래도
occurrence
런을 돌다
invece.
보면은 미확인 지역으로 그냥 일반 전투보다
Si
미확인
fa
지역으로 굉장히
qualcosa per
많이 가는 게
impattare sti
있잖아요.
cazzo di
옵션을 먹기
mostri o
위해서.
andiamo
그래서 이런
tutti
미확인
al
지역으로
bar
너무 쏠리는 현상을
fondamentalmente?
막기
Questa è
위한
la
이런
domanda.
변화가 있을까요?
먼저 전투 구역을 많이 유도하지 않는 것은 맞았어요. 왜냐하면 플레이 타임에 대한 좀 고민이 많았고 이 부분을 완화시키려면은 전투 구역을 최소화했어야 됐고 어차피 미약인 구역을
sì, io li
밟기
uso
위한
per le
과정에서
Epifani,
전투
solitamente.
구역은 필수가 되니까
네.
그 정도면 저희는
esatto, Thor, perché poi c'hai le spighe dei soldi
그런
nelle tiri
요소들도
tirate.
있어서 피드백들도 있어서 이번 시즌 3에서는 이제 그런 전투 구역들이 좀 유의미하게 바뀌기 때문에 시즌 3 시즌 파워 내일 곧 시즌 파워를 미리 체험해 볼 수 있는데 내일 한번 시즌 카오스에서 아니 그 코덱스에서 시즌 파워를 미리 체험해 보시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
That was actually well intended from the development side because this also going through a lot more fights will take a longer time going through the runs. If you go through the unidentified area, it would take somewhat less time usually, and getting a lot of those options
Volevano che fosse così.
was very intended from the developer, reducing down the entire play time because the heavy users do play and do go through a lot of runs, which takes a lot more time if you have to go through every single individual battles. And that's also one of the biggest feedback they have received. So this season, as we just announced in part 1, there's Persona, which is only coming out in the battlefield. Normal battle and also elite
Però è
battle.
vero. Stai dicendo il
the
nuovo
boss
sistema,
battle.
quello
So,
delle persone,
that's
ti
something
danno
that
i
will
buff
be
sulle persone
changing
solo
big
con le
time in
battaglie
season
contro
3.
i mostri.
Just really
Yeah.
quick as an addition follow-up to that. So then the intention is to avoid more of the basic fights because, I feel as though they feel kind of pointless some of the time to like, you just kind of don't want to fight them. You always want to go for something else, right?
일반 전투를 거의 아예 안 하고 거의
Salvano.
그냥 질문 그냥 미확인 구역으로 가는 게 거의 대부분이었다 보니까 전투를 거의 안 하는 게 사실 그 의도된 방향이셨나요? 라고 물어보고.
그렇죠. 초기에는 전투를 좀 최소화하기
persone soltanto due
위해서
buff.
보상량 같은 걸 좀 많이 축소한 게 맞았고
Sì, però i devi
이번 시즌
rollare
3에서
andano.
시즌 파워는 전투 구역에서 굉장히 유의미한 보상이 이제
Cioè la mia comprensione è che la maggior parte di sti buff faranno
예정이에요.
cagare.
So it was intended
Magari
to
mi
minimize the
sbaglio.
battle count within the run. It was very well intended.
comunque non sono
but
giusti
It
per
was
i
only
team.
for the season, and they wanted to turn that around, give you a different feel for season 3 because it's somewhat of an opposite this time, where you have to go through battle in order to receive persona and do the engraving.
Yeah, comunque stai dicendo che la season 3 sarà l'opposto
Good
perché
enough,
vuoi andare a fare le
good,
battaglie per i
answer
buff
for
delle
you, Jenna.
persone e le persone
yeah, Jenna, since you
stesse.
got to go twice, no more questions for you. Let's go with WG and
Was it my
Cosby.
choice?
WG, I understand you have some questions about the characters itself.
Yeah, so I gave you a bit of a warning, so we're starting to load into the heavy hitters. What about male characters?
Personaggi
We went
maschili.
9 for 9, no males. What's going on?
Personaggi
Any plans season
maschili.
3?
Ha già
Beyond?
capito,
What's
l'ha
going
già
on?
capito il
좀
direttore, l'ha
큰
già
질문이었습니다.
capito, l'ho visto.
남캐 어디 갔나요? 남캐 어디 갔습니까? 남캐
L'aveva già capito che la domanda arrivava.
그냥 이거는 담백하게 말씀드려야 될 것
personaggi
같은데
maschili,
저희가
è
남캐,
dura.
약캐 이런 성별적인 결정보다는 그냥 퍼스트
Le pannocchie nel mondo di CDN non crescono.
디자인을 최우선으로 하기 때문에 뭐 여자만 그래야지 뭐 남자 이쯤에서 한번 내자 이런 생각을 전혀 안 하고 그냥 좀 대중적인 니즈를 가장 먼저 충족을 하고 있기 때문에 우선은 지금 당장은 계획이 없다라는 점만 계획에는 없습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. So, bowl boards were made. So, they don't really like think about like which one to make. There's out of two, but they do take the demand from the protos and turn that into design. So right now there's no indefinite plans, near future for the male characters.
Zero.
For now, yes, for now or near future.
Ok, ha detto noi prendiamo le richieste dei giocatori.
Was the
Le
answer?
richieste dei giocatori principalmente
Yes. I know
sono
some of you guys
dette
looking for. 좀 채팅에서 좀 분위기가
e
안 좋은데요.
culo e quindi
저희가 뭐 그러니까 계획이
E quindi
앞으로 안될 거야라는
esattamente
좀 확정적인
quello che
계획이
faremo.
아니라 현재까지 플랜에서
fondamentalmente
없다라는
questo
거죠.
è
So
stata la
he's not saying
risposta.
no. He's not saying no male characters in the future at all. For the plans that he had up to now,
Han detto-
there's none. But things can always change depending on your chat as well. 좀 네.
Se la
저희가
chat
이렇게
vuole
반응을
pannocchi
보시고
arriveranno
소통하는
pannocchi.
것처럼 많은 이렇게 피드백 주시면
Se la
당연히
chat
내부에서도
vuole
이런
ciambelle,
거 기다리시는
arriveranno
분들이
ciambelle.
많구나라고 인지하기 때문에
Yeah, this is exactly why he's sitting to communicate with all the protos out here, and it's not just him. The entire team is watching, and they're feeling from the chat, not just from the chat. All the community feedback is very important.
Vabbè,
아트팀한테
comunque
꼭
quello che ha detto ha
생생한 반응
senso. Cioè, se
전달하도록
c'è il
하겠습니다.
pubblico che
Director
vuole
will
solamente personaggi
Transfer
femminili.
all of your chat
Però
directly to the
ha
art
detto
team.
non è che escludiamo la
And I guess
possibilità
that's the final
di,
answer
anzi.
for your question, WG. Okay. Cosmic, do you have any
Però è stato
questions
molto
for
chiaro,
any
cioè ha
characters
detto-
out there?
Se vediamo
and
che la richiesta
I
del
guess that
pubblico
takes
è
out
maggior
part of my
parte
question.
quello.
That means I'm not going to get my swimsuit Hugo or swimsuit K-Ron anytime soon, but
Oh,
I'm going to
damn.
hold out all the same. So now this one I know is getting into a little bit more of a gray area. So for those that don't know, I come from like a trading card game background. So when it comes to blinging stuff out, I really like all the shiny. And one of the things I really noticed just kind of in this space overall is that CZN really doesn't monetize as much as it maybe could compared to some other games in the industry. And so one of the big things for me is that like, you know, have there been any thoughts about like letting us just buy prisms? Like I want to have a full shiny deck. Like let me have all the bling for my deck and for my combatants that I really enjoy. And kind of a follow-up to that, you know, will we see like summer variant of characters? I know early on the devs confirmed that there wouldn't be any skins, but would we see like a Renoa summer, right? Like some type of, I know they do it similar to
sta
7, but
chiedendo
will
la
we see summer variants as,
versione
like, another way
di
to
altri PG
not
tipo
a
Renoir
proper
in
skin, but as a
costume,
way
cioè
to
non
kind of
una
celebrate
skin ma proprio
some
come
of those older
personaggio
characters.
diverso,
So,
roba
can we buy
così.
prisms, and how about summer characters
Perché hanno detto che non fanno
to
skin,
return
ok.
old favorites?
Oh, your question is triggering chat. W question. Skins please. 이 코스믹 질문이 수영복 휴고는 뭐 안 나올 것 같고 수영복 캐릭터들이나 뭐 스킨 이런 것들이 있을 수 있잖아요. 그런 것들 포함해서 그리고 지금은 그 샤이니
Ok, ha
카드가
chiamato
5개만
skin
있는데
anche nella traduzione in coreale
그렇게 바뀔
skin,
수는
quindi
없는지 좀
è
이런
ok.
수익화 모델에게서
Anche
좀
in Corea usano il
적다고
termine
생각하다고
skin per gli
하고
outfit,
좀 더
a quanto
추가해서 다른 걸 스킨이나 이런 다른 모델이 좀 추가될 그 의향이 있을까요?
우선은 수익화 모델에서 먼저 첫 번째 말씀드리면 저희도 역시 수익화 다변화대에서
Adesso vedi che risponde tranquillo che Renoir in costume arriva.
이벤트를 통해서 어떤 포스트 여러분들이
Renoir pacco regalo.
카드 스킨에 대해서
네.
가지고 계신 니즈를 확인했기 때문에
예, 맞습니다.
지금 이제 그 시스템에 관해서 이제 고도화를 시작했고요. 근데
Anche se non
당장은
so, sarebbe un
어떤
po' strano
돈을
perché a me
벌기
piace
위한
l'aspetto un po'
수단보다는
dark di Renoir in realtà,
이미
quindi
제작된 일러스트 있으니까 이걸 좀 어떻게
la preferirei in un
유쾌하게
abito
좀 풀 수
magari
있을까 쪽으로 우선
tipo
고민을 하고
lungo
있습니다.
nero da sera, qualcosa del
이게 첫
genere, se
번째고
proprio
두 번째
dovessi
카드
diventare.
스킨에 대해서 이제 그 전투원 스킨에 대해서는
네네.
저희가 최고의 2D 퀄리티를 제공해 드리고자 많은 장면, 많은 연출이 들어가 있는데 저희가 스킨을 제작한다는 건 사실 캐릭터 하나를 제작한다는 것과 같은 격이라서 거의 그래서 지금 당장 스킨에 대해서 도입을 하는 거는 좀 많은 고민 중에
Chissà
있고요.
che cazzo sta dicendo.
대신 여름쯤에 수영장 컨셉의 전투원을 준비하고 있습니다.
새로운 전투원이죠?
맞습니다. 스킨이 아니라 그냥 수영장 컨셉의 전투원을 좀 준비하고 있습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. So to answer your question about adding some more some more skins or card skins. So developers felt a lot. There was a huge amount of feedback from, especially the April Fool's event, the card skins, and with that, they have actually started developing some other ways. It's not final, but it's only been a week. So they're starting to develop some other ways. Also, maybe not trashing those April Fool's card images, but turning that into a fun way of putting that into a game in the future. I think it's a start. They're thinking about more card
Ok, visto il feedback positivo del pesce d'aprile che hanno fatto, stanno pensando di fare altre skin per le carte.
For the character skin, it's basically creating a brand new 2D model, but basically creating a different character. So that will take a lot of effort to create the skin. So right now there's no skin in preparation or plans in the future for a combatant. But talking about swimsuit and summer, there is a combatant coming in the future. Related with summer and
c'è un nuovo PG in costume che è quello che ho pubblicato su Discord che sta arrivando in estate, che sarà al
샤이니
limite.
카드는 좀 더 추가할 예정이 있을까요?
Sta dicendo non prevediamo skin perché dovremo fare tutte le animazioni di tutto il PG per mettere una skin nuova.
So far no plans as well. But he will keep
Però ha
that
detto,
in mind.
parlando di costumi
Thank you
da
for the
bagno,
question, Cosmic.
in estate arriverà un
Let's go back to
PG.
Jenna. He's been silent a little bit after a double question. Jenna, anything about the characters, combatants?
Okay, so I have a question about partners. So we were talking about the new partner that was revealed today. And so are there plans to make future partners, or maybe partners that are already in the game, a little bit more versatile? Because at the moment, some of the partners are like, if it's Wednesday and it's raining out and Mercury's in this position, you get this damage boost. I mean, at a certain point, you may as well just say Renoa or Kairon, because it's kind of dodging around it. So would there be ways to maybe expand them so that people that maybe randomly get some of these 5 stars would be able to
Sta
use them on
chiedendo se gli
multiple
effetti dei
characters? 'Cause it's a
partner
little
verranno cambiati
restrictive
per
at the
essere un
moment.
po' più
지금 제라제드가 물어본 거는 파트너들이 완전 너무
accessibili a
풍수지리가
tutti i
정확하게
PG.
맞고 습도, 온도,
소prattutto gli standard,
정확한 날
direi.
다음 주 목요일 1시 반에만 사용하는 그런 느낌으로 너무 맞춤형으로 나와가지고 범용적으로 좀 만들어줄 계획이 있을까요?
좀 고민이 됩니다. 우선은 말 그대로 파트너이기 때문에 해당 전투원한테 좀 핏하게 나와야 되는 건 맞고,
네.
그렇다고 그 전투를 위해서만 쓰임새를 갖는 것도 좀 어색하긴 하거든요. 근데 그 현상이 단순히 지금의 기믹이 핏해서일 수도 있겠지만 아직 전투원 풀이나 파트너 풀이 그만큼 충분하지 않아서도 있는 것 같거든요.
네.
그래서 이거는 좀 충분한 풀이 확보되면은 자연스럽게 이제 겹치는 기믹이 발생할 거라고 기대하고 있어서 이 부분은 좀 추이를 지켜보고 좀 결정을 하려고 합니다.
네, 좀 더 풀이 좀 많아지고 미래지향적으로 좀 생각해 주셨으면 좋겠다라고 통역을 해보겠습니다.
네.
So partner, I know there's a very fitted. You have to get the right temperature, the moisture, the day. I translated all that, and he got it. So it's
Sorry.
it's very fitted for the combatants for the same banner pool. But he does believe that because the pool of entire combatant is not that big yet in game, in the future there will be lots of overlapping keywords or partners that could be used when we have more combatants. So they're looking into the future. They have designs of these.
Ok, sta
heading into the
dicendo
future.
che
So for now,
i
it's
PG
going to
ancora
be
in game
feeling
sono
very like
pochi e
one-fitted
quindi ti dà la
character
sensazione
only,
che le scelte
but in
siano
the future
poche, ma
it
con più
will
PG
less
che escono è
likely to
possibile
feel
che
like that.
vecchi partner
What's the
vadano
answer?
bene anche per i
Thumbs up
nuovi
from Jenna.
PG.
Okay, going back to you, WG. Any other character-related questions that you might have?
Yep, I mean, on the note of the future, so we've seen a bunch of 5-star characters, quite a few of them. What about the 4-stars? Can we get more?
그렇죠. 저희
Nuovi
4성
4 stelle arrivano.
전투원들은 언제 나오나요? 좀 5성은 많이 나오는데 그죠?
사성은 준비된 게 있는데 이제 런칭 전에 준비한
sì.
전투원이다 보니까 좀 퀄리티가 지금 내기는 좀 아쉽다라는 생각이 있어서 좀 퀄리티 보강 후에 시점에 맞춰서 나올 것 같은데, 역시나 이제 우선순위가 이제 다른 컨텐츠, 저희가 지금 체질 개선 중이라서
네.
거기에 좀 총력을 기울이다 보니까 좀 후순위에 밀렸다라는 점. 하지만 저희가 준비는 이미 되어 있어서 언제든지 좀 준비가 되면은 바로 출시를 하려고 합니다.
하나인가요? 여러 개인가요?
그것까지는 아직 말씀.
I asked one or more, and he said he cannot answer that. I tried my best, WG. So there's I think he's leaning towards one. There's one more, that a 4-star character that they had. They were getting ready even before launch, but the quality is not up to par level yet. So when that's brought up to a level, they will introduce that 4-star character. But because we're going through lots of quality change for partners and the combatants, the balance, those are the top priority for now, and the 4 stars come later. So it will take some time, is the answer from the director. Thank you for the question, WG.
Non ha detto di no, comunque ha
We're
detto
talking a little bit about
ce n'è
balance. Let's
uno
talk about
sicuramente
balance. Cosmic,
in
do
work
you have
in
any
progress
balance?
e
Question, Fred.
comunque usciranno. So.
Yeah, that's a great segue into it. So Rita was the latest banner, and she's a lot of fun. You know, high skill, high reward, play style. I know a lot of players can feel like she can be a little frustrating at times just to make her epiphanies work out in the best way. However, some of the epiphany options in her kits just felt like you would just never pick them, very similar to Yuki. So are we expecting any buffs to Rita, or just buffs in general going into season 3?
Che domanda
Specific
è?
for Vita, right?
Non mi piacciono le domande che sta
Yes,
facendo
specifically
Cosmic,
for
cioè,
Rita, or if there's hints maybe for other ones that they
non mi
were able to
piacciono le
share.
domande che fa sto tipo, madonna.
일단 코스믹 컨텐트 크리에이터가 리타를
Cioè, ha
플레이하는
detto,
도중에
Rita c'ha alcune
번뜩임이
epifani che
딱
non
고정돼 있는
sceglierai
게
mai.
확실히 있었던
No?
것 같다라고 피드백을
Sono
좀
previsti
주시면서
buff?
이런
Ma sì,
밸런싱에
hanno
대해서
detto che
저번에도
cambiano.
말씀해주셨지만
Cazzo,
좀
l'hanno annunciato
네,
70
번뜩임에
volte che
대해서
buffano e fanno cambio
고점
ogni
저점이
season.
확실한
Che
게
cazzo?
있기 때문에 좀 더
Lo
다양한
sappiamo già che
선택을 할 수
cambiano
있게
PG
변경이
ogni
될까요?
season. Cioè,
맞습니다. 저희가 전투
Questa domanda è
밸런스
inutile,
패치는
lo sappiamo già.
시즌마다 데이터를 기반하여 한다고 말씀드렸기
네.
때문에
Cioè, letteralmente
이 부분은
c'era una patch di
저희가
bilanciamento
데이터
ogni
파이는
season.
대로, 여력이 되는 대로
È tipo,
개선을 할 예정이고요.
네.
두 번째는 지금 이제 아무래도 그 대균열이라는 컨텐츠 때문에 그 특정 빌드, 그러니까 고점을 내릴 수 있는 그런
Gli darà la stessa
빌드가 한번
risposta.
결정되면
Stiamo facendo
거기에
patch di
좀 쏠리는
bilanciamento
경향이
ogni
있어요.
patch, ogni season.
그래서 이건
è
비단 뭐
bello lì.
번뜩임의 문제가 번뜩임 파워의 문제일 수도 있겠지만 좀 저희 컨텐츠가 그렇게 좀 장려하는 것도 없지 않아 있거든요. 그래서 이런 것들을 더 다양한 컨텐츠를 통해서 그냥 뭐 재밌는 뭐 예능 덱 아니면
Però
이런
sono
덱
cose a
다양한
cui
덱이
abbiamo già la risposta.
성취
No, quella delle
상태를
skin
할
ci
수
stava in
있게끔
realtà,
좀
nel
장려를
senso.
좀
Però questa qua
하려고
secondo me era un
계획
po'
중입니다.
그러니까 컨텐츠가 다양해지면 저절로 좀 더 풀리는 게 있겠군요.
네네.
Questa qua era un po'
알겠습니다.
inutile.
So
secondo
for not just for Vita, every season and during the season, they are receiving all the data, which epiphany is getting
Ogni
picked
season
more,
facciamo
a
i
lot less.
cambi come
It's
abbiamo
very
già
evident which
detto
is getting picked a lot
da
more.
quando è uscito il gioco,
And they have all the
praticamente, dalla
data,
fine della prima
and they
season.
plan to do the balance adjustment every season.
Facciamo un
That's coming up
balance
later.
adjustment ogni season.
And also, another thing was because of the Great Rift, sometimes the high value epiphanies are just set in this way for this character. He believes that that was one of the reasons why this really high tier build is being set, and a lot of people copying have a similar style. When we have a lot of different content, like we have for season 3 and some of the other content that you can enjoy in the event section tomorrow. There will be lots of different
Beh, sta dicendo
epiphanies
molte
being
epifani
picked.
sembrano più forti
Of
per
course,
vedere il contenuto
also,
attuale.
after the balance patch, there will be a lot more. And they're also thinking about ways that can bring a lot more entertainment, not just high value. So there was another
Stanno
comment.
cercando modalità
Thank you for the
per
question, Cosmic. Talking about balance, Jenna,
intrattenimento
do you have any
piuttosto
question
che
about balancing?
valore e
Yeah, so
danni.
going along with what Cosmic was saying, I feel as though a lot of neutral cards and monster cards feel largely worthless. You would never take them. Even discluding save data, they just seem very pointless and weak, I think, a lot of cases. And going along with what Cosmic was saying, a lot of the epiphanies you get, like the neutral ones, like add 2 agony or 1 resolve,
Molte
it's just
ecco,
completely
questa è
worthless
un'altra bella
most of the time.
domanda.
And I
Molte
feel
carte
like it
neutrali e
just frustrates
mostri
players
sono
more. And it also
completamente
goes along
inutili e
with
i loro
what Cosmic
epifani
was
ancora
saying earlier
peggio.
about having trouble get the perfect deck because you keep getting this bloated pool of useless epiphanies and cards. People only really take something like the Pot of Greed card that draws 2 cards, but they skip most others.
네. 확실히 여기 포커스는 예, 중립 카드랑
그쵸.
몬스터 카드 굉장히 비싸잖아요. 또 세이브에.
맞아요.
그래서 중립 카드 몬스터 카드가 사용처가 굉장히 제한적이고, 네 거기에 번뜩임도 굉장히 제한적인 게 많다. 맞습니다. 이런 카드랑 번뜩임을 같이 이렇게 시너지가 나서 뭔가 좀 사용할 수 있는 그런 변경이 있을까요?
현재는 그 세이브 데이터라는 시스템 때문에 몬스터 카드와 중립 카드를 저희도 뭐 만들어져 있는 거 더 다양하게
네.
더 많이 사용 장려하고
Carte
싶은데
neutrali sono-
세이브 데이터라는 시스템 때문에 좀 이렇게 쉽사리 그렇게 하지는
Yeah, esatto,
못하는
esatto, le
상황이에요.
epifani base delle unique sono un
어디까지 할지
parte,
모르기
vero?
때문에 우선은 출격이라는 컨텐츠를 통해서
vero.
거기에서만큼은 세이브 데이터가 저장되지 않고
Oddio, non tutte,
다양한
dipende
중립
però.
카드와 몬스터 카드를 마음
No, in
편하게
realtà
쓸 수 있도록 좀 장려할 예정이고 장기적으로는 그냥 일반적인 시즌 카우스, 노멀한 카우스에서도 좀 중립 카드와 몬스터 카드가 좀 제 역할을 할 수 있게끔 좀 조정을 해야 할 것 같습니다.
네. So to answer your question, the save data system right now, which does limit some of the common cards, especially the monster card, because it's high save data value and its cost. But it's always the balancing that's really hard. If you reduce down the points from those cards, it would create this crazy deck. Might be a little too powerful. So they're putting a limit to that and being very careful with those adjustments to the common and the monster cards. But as mentioned again, sortie, no save data, which you can use a lot more of the common and the monster card.
Yeah, immagino, lo sta menzionando un sacco
and
di
there will be
volte.
additional
Sto percependo
those
che vogliono
cards
spostarsi
in
su
sortie
puro
as well,
roguelike,
so
no
please
save data,
feel
pian
free
piano.
and use all of it if
Sto proprio
feel
percependo
free
che il
to
problema grosso è
go
creare
into
dei
it
save
and
data
use a
per
lot more of
contenuti,
those
per
and try to beat the
contenuti,
content.
mentre
And
una pura
going into the
roguelike non ti
future,
darebbero limiti.
you will think about some other ways to utilize those normal and the monster cards in the normal chaos as well. Okay? And
Okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
we talked a little bit about sortie. I think we should ask him a little bit about sortie. Cosmic, it seems like you're excited.
Yeah, it's so based on the developer notes and just kind of a little bit what was talked
Ora
about
parlano della
earlier.
modalità
It
pura
really is starting to
roguelike,
feel like it's going to
sappi,
be the new core identity of where players are meant to spend most of their time.
Io
Or
voglio sapere che
again, because we're going
ricompense
to be
dà per
farming that
spingerti a
item to help
farlo.
fix the save data. But what are some of the other rewards that players can expect?
Bravo,
right? Because
Cosmic.
fixing save data is only part of it.
Questa
but
è la domanda
that,
giusta,
we
secondo
want
me.
to kind of expand beyond everything that CZN has to offer, and it
Che
feels like
ricompense
Sortie is
dà
going in that
la nuova
direction.
modalità per
Could
spingerci
you
a
share those
farla?
thoughts about kind of the other maybe longer term vision for the motor, how it's going to play its role in the larger ecosystem within the game?
네, 일단 출격 모드가 이렇게 새로 나온다고 하셨는데
네.
여기에 굉장히 많은
Allora,
시간을
perché se questa è la modalità
시간을
main che ti
쓰게
dà le
될
gemme
건데
per pullare
지금까지는
diventa il
핵심
main core, io
보상으로
godo
뭐 세이브
perché ci
데이터
sta puro
보정용
roguelike
아이템
lo preferisco
이렇게
rispetto al sistema
얘기했는데
save
그거
data.
말고도 다른 보상이 있을까요? 여기에 굉장히 많은 시간을 투자하게 되면 아무래도 보상에 대해서도 좀 얘기를 해야 될 것 같거든요.
우선은 저희가 시간의 말이 한 만큼 보상을 타가는 구조는 아니에요. 에테르라는 한정된 자원 안에서의 육성이 제한되기 때문에 다만 나는 출격을 하고 싶은데 그러면 뭐 어거지로 뭐 시뮬레이션도 돌아야 되고 뭐 시뮬레이션 하려면 카오스 돌아서 뭐 세이브 데이터도 얻어야 되고 막 이런 얽히고 설켜 있어서 나는 출격만 하고 싶다라고
네.
하면은 순수하게 그냥
Cioè, ti fai una
출격으로
mega run
에테르를
super
소모해서
mono roguelike
보상을
anche
나갈
se
수
dura
있는.
tanto,
네.
ti metti le
다만
pause con i waypoint.
시뮬레이션은
Però
뭐
giochi
100만
per la
잘
run,
뭐
non
30초
giochi per il
깎아인데
fuori run.
출격에서는 내가
Per
30분
quello che è il
하고
puro
동일한
rogue.
에테르 소모해서 동일한 보상 받으면 좀 억울할
Essenzialmente
수도
devi
있으니까.
diventare Slay the Spy gacha. cioè.
시간에 대한 분만큼은 저희가 조금 더 이제 해드리려고 하고 있습니다.
In poche parole l'obiettivo è
그
diventare Slay the
플레이하는
Spy
시간에
ma
대해서
gacha. cioè.
그거에 좀 더 보상이 조금 더 많은
네네.
그 정도 생각하고
맞습니다.
계신다고요? 알겠습니다. So sortie is actually not a mode where you can even though it's going to be the main feature, the more time you play it, the reward might not be as much, even if you grind it and play
Questa è una
over and over
risposta
again.
orribile.
There would be reward, but it's not as much as, like, if you think in comparison, simulation takes you like 1-2 minutes in auto, and you get this amount. But sortie, you're playing 30 minutes of sortie, and it cannot be the same because there's a big time difference, right? So by playing sortie, there would be somewhat of an adjustment, more fitting awards that you would benefit And also, developer has mentioned that, oh, I only want to play Sortie. I don't want to do simulation. I don't want to grind for the other things. Sortie has features that you can use Ether. So if you only want to play Sortie, you can actually use up all the Ether, not go through all the simulations and the other things that you can enjoy.
Cioè, puoi
by just going
farmare
through
le cose
Sortie,
per i
using a lot of time, and also
PG,
using
tutto
the
nella modalità
resources to
roguelike.
grind in game.
대신 이제 그 어떤 아이템류의 재화 보상이 아니라 어떤 시스템적인 보상은 준비되어 있는데 그건 이제
C'hanno dei sistemi di spesa a stamina all'interno.
확인할 수 있을 것 같습니다.
네. So it's not like materials or like item-based rewards. It's going to be more systematic based for the account. So for those details, he can't tell
Ok,
you yet,
ha
but
praticamente
the
detto
showcase
questa modalità
on
non dà
April 18th.
no, non dà materiali per i PG,
A lot
ma
of those details. He just
gemme
can't
e pool.
reveal
Questo
all
è come
the
l'ho
details
capito
to you,
io.
but thanks for the question.
Ok, no, ha detto che le ricompense
any other
di
question?
sorti sono
I'll
molto
say maybe
più
a quick
legate
follow-up to that.
all'account
So is
che
this going to be
a...
more of like a static mode, kind of like the Tower of Spiral Screams, in terms of like it gets updated at some time in the future? Is it going to have regular updates? And maybe a staple-on question, if I may. When are we getting our next Tower update? I got to add that one.
Ok, ha chiesto informazioni sulla torre.
네, 그러면 이 추격 모드가 타워 같은 그런 한 번 업데이트되고 계속 비슷한 건가요? 아니면 이게 계속 추가로 업데이트되는 그런 컨텐츠인가요?
컨텐츠는 상시로 플레이할 수 있고
네.
주기적으로 이제 갱신과 업데이트가 될 예정인데 뭐 저희 만들어 놓고 뭐
Non è detto che è legato alla stamina, hanno detto che se vuoi fare tutto lì ti danno anche la possibilità di spendere stamina. Pensala come i caos, nei caos è la stessa cosa, c'hai i 4 consumo che puoi fare, se vuoi li fai, se no no.
출격부터 만들어야 되기 때문에
네.
Secondo me l'idea è quella.
알겠습니다. 아 그리고 타워는 혹시 나중에 업데이트가 언제 또 되나요?
4월 18일
에서 So Tower April 18th is the
Ok,
answer.
ne
But
parlano
for Sortie,
all'anniversario
it's not just
della
one-time
torre.
thing updates where you have to play the same thing over and over. They will consistently add more
Dell'aggiornamento della
roguelike
torre ne
features, more
parlano a
buff,
metà
more
anniversario.
nerfs if needed. So Sortie will be a very key feature in game in the future. They will consistently update it as it is needed. So those are the answers.
Sorti riceverà
Thank you
aggiornamenti
for the
continui.
question. And any other question? WG, did you have anything else?
There we go. So, how about the fact that we have way too many 5 stars? We have so many 5 stars, and if you miss their banner, how are you getting them? How about a wish list? How about a wish list? And if that's not possible, what about character reruns, right? How would we be able to, let's say, we start our
Gli sta
account, we get
chiedendo
our
rerun dei
characters, we do our
personaggi o
300
banner
select, and
per
we're missing, let's
recuperare
say,
personaggi
or Leia
vecchi.
or Hugo, but we really want to play them. How do we get access to these characters? Like, are there any plans in the future to make that possible?
Yeah, good question. Good question. Especially for the Protoss who are starting later. If you started like last week, you just don't have it, right? 일단 뭐 처음부터 시작한 퍼스트 분들뿐만이 아니라 나중에 시작한 분들도 굉장히 많잖아요.
그쵸.
그러면 이미 배너를 놓쳤으면 이렇게 뽑을 확률이
sono
굉장히
nello
낮아지니까.
standard, però è
이런 뭐
giga
오성
random,
위시리스트나 아니면
Io ho trovato
좀
tutti
늦게
i limited
시작한
che sono andati nello
분들을
standard,
위해서
tra l'altro, tutti
뭔가
quanti.
후원 구출하는 방법이 또 새로 생기거나 다른 게 있을까요?
Mi sa.
신규
No, anche
유저와
perdendo i
복귀를
50-50.
위한
네.
그것도 반주년을 맞춰서
네.
준비되어 있고 위시리스트 말씀해 주셨는데
네. 있는 걸로 하겠습니다.
다만 위시리스트 그냥 까놓고
Ok, forse c'è veramente
준비하고 있는데 뭐 이번
una wishlist che sta
반주년은 아니고
arrivando, cioè dare priorità ad
조만간
alcuni
좀
personaggi.
네.
하실 수 있도록
아,
준비는
tipo
하고
quella di
있다.
Star Rail.
알겠습니다. 네. 좀 더 꺼내주셔서 감사합니다. So he's not technically supposed to say this during live today,
Non
but
dovrebbe dirlo
the
oggi.
wish list is actually in preparation, not for the 0.5 anniversary because it's
Stanno
was
preparando
newly
un sistema
introduced,
wish
but
list
it's
per i
being
banner.
prepped. Maybe he mentioned that he shouldn't maybe say this out loud, but it's not for the anniversary, but for the anniversary. They have new things in prep for the new players and also the returning players as well.
Ok, sono cose nuove
make
per i nuovi player e per
April
chi torna.
18th is the date. So
Ok,
a lot of
penso che
things
sia un
are
sistema
being
dove dai
held
priorità
that
ai PG
date,
che vuoi
so
trovare
thank you
quando
for the
pulli,
questions.
essenzialmente, nello standard.
Any other questions,
immagino.
guys? Did you want to bring out? Raise your hand.
Ok.
Or raise your voice. Okay, WG, take it.
I mean, it feels like we are able to like get a bit of extra information out of you. How about a 5-star selector? Any plans, 5-star selector? I mean, the
Vabbè,
rewards
vabbè,
kind
qua
of
lo mando
sounded
a
like
fare
they
in
would be
culo, di
within
sicuro.
possibilities.
You're pushing the lines, okay?
Qua lo mando a fare in culo. gli ho detto. Può essere che possiamo prendere più informazioni da te.
언제쯤이나
Ti
나올
dato
수
un
있는
selettore per un
계획이
PG
있어요.
5
좀
stelle?
과감한데요?
Non ti risponderà mai, però se lo dicono, dicono di solito.
알겠습니다. What's the answer, okay? so I know WG, you tried.
Non ha
I know.
risposto,
That
ma lo
was the
prendo
answer.
come un sì.
And also, we had a lot of questions, guys. Thank you so much for the questions.
Non ha
and
risposto,
also
ma
joining the
secondo me
stream.
sì.
It
Secondo
could
me
be
danno un
wild times
selettore.
at your home. But let's also...
Yeah, cioè
focus on
era
chat.
un non ti
Chat!
posso rispondere,
We're
ma è
going
un
to
sì.
be
Cioè,
taking a question from you. So 일단 저희 크리에이터 분들이랑 굉장히 많이
네네.
나눴으니까 채팅에서도 한번
예.
네 한번 뽑아 볼까요? 네. 이것도 나오네요. 여쭤봐도 되나요?
Non ho capito che cazzo.
This is of course much requested. I can't. 콜라보 한번 여쭤보겠습니다. 자, 말씀해 주세요.
컨택하고 있습니다.
Che cazzo
컨택하고-
chiacchiera? Non so cosa sta...
컨택하는 단계라서
네.
Cosa
아직은
sta
좀
succedendo?
제
Cosa
구체적으로
sta-
말씀하기는 어렵지만 저희가
에?
컨택이 돼서
Ha letto domande alla
되는
chat,
대로
non ho capito.
소개해 드릴 테니 좀만 기다려. 저희 열심히 컨택하고 있거든요.
저번에
근데-
들었던 답 같은데요.
근데
알겠습니다. 예. So they're in contact with some of the collabs, but nothing final, nothing made, nothing concrete. So he wants to. That is it. That is about the
stanno
answer.
preparando delle
No,
collab,
another
sono in
question,
contatto
another
per le
question, just one more.
collab,
맞다. 이거 진짜 많았습니다.
ok.
그 기어
Se sono
서브스텝
iniziati...
하나 고정이나 리롤이나
gli
이런
accordi
게
per
없으니까
delle
너무
collab.
나오는 건 안 나오고 돌리는 게 너무 힘들다 안 맞다라는 질문이 있었거든요. 잠깐 영어로 먼저 할게요. So
네네네네.
I got the chat. The equipment substat. Is there a plan of having one like the lock or like a reroll or any type of function? in the
Reroll
future?
per le
Because substats are very
substat,
hard to
esatto.
get it perfectly.
네, 이번 반주년 업데이트를 같이 나면 이제 기억의 조각 개선에 관해서도 좀 집중적으로 개선을 할 예정입니다. 네.
네.
당연히 그런 요소 필요하고요. 그거보다 더 과감한 개선까지 할 지금 계획 중에 있습니다.
오 정말요?
네.
잠깐만. 일단은 훨씬 더 기어를 맞추기 조금 더 편해지는 그런
맞습니다.
게 오나요? 알겠습니다. Certainly, they already have plans for season 3, and the anniversary will have a lot more details of reducing down memory fragment. I know it's a pain in the butt to collect the perfect substats, and also they have a lot more bold plans of making it a lot more easier to get your substats.
Vogliono
for the
semplificare
perfect
molto
set
l'acquisizione di
for the
substat
combatant,
sui
as mentioned.
pezzi.
Not just that, another bold.
Quindi sta
moves
arrivando
or
qualcosa di
changes to
grosso
the
su
memory
quell'aspetto
fragments.
lì dei memory
So,
fragment.
very good question. Very good, Chad. You're on fire. Very good question. Very good question. Let's just have one more.
Ok, prevedono di fare dei rework al
그리고 또
sistema
이거-
memory fragment comunque. Ok. Va bene.
One more. 어떻게 또 눈에 뜨시는 게 좀 있을까요?
버프밖에 다
Allora mi sa che vogliono annunciare roba grossa al 18.
유키 버프는 말.
그러니까 다 전투
Yuki buff's coming, guys. It's mentioned in the dev notes. So many Yuki lovers out there. 카드 애니메이션 좀 추가해달라고 이런 거.
네네 그거는 저희가
에피톤 센터 스토리를 원하시는 분들도 있습니다. 좀 더 스토리가 필요한 것 같습니다.
설정적인 보강은 계속해 나가야죠. 네,
네.
그건
So
당연히.
Epitone Center, I read that chat. They will be adding a lot more settings, a lot more story, background information to in game as they are having, and the production is telling me to finish. So I think everyone's getting hungry. They want to go home, but not me, guys. I will take one more question. 하나 더 괜찮아요.
네네.
네, 죄송합니다.
답변해드릴 수
one more
있는 거.
question. 전투 속도도 살짝 올려달라는 말이 있었거든요.
La produzione mi sta dicendo di chiudere qua.
2 times.
Vogliono andare a
너무
casa che
많은
hanno
걸
fame, ma
원하는
non
거죠.
io.
아니요. 4월 18일 기대해 주십시오.
Battle speed! April 18th! they have battle speed, guys. For the... 굉장히 날카로운데요?
Vogliono
the
accelerare
chats,
le
very
animazioni in
sharp. You guys are
battaglia.
Nailing it. And that'll be the last question,
Ok,
guys.
il 18
unfortunately. I know
aprile
you want to
praticamente
ask so many
annunciano
questions,
il
but
mondo. Cioè.
a lot of questions that you guys will have will be answered, it feels like, in April 18th
Molte
showcase,
domande
half-year
riceveranno
anniversary.
risposta il 18
I'm pretty sure
aprile.
Cosmic WG, Genozad, you guys will also
Yeah.
be watching it live. No pressure. But there's nothing better to do on that day anyhow for me. So I'll be watching that as
Ok,
well.
vabbè, il 18
이렇게 저희
fanno
마무리하기 전에
annunci
마지막으로
enormi
좀 실말
praticamente.
있으시면 부탁드립니다.
Sperando
언제나
che
좀
arrivino, però.
속 시원하게 답변해 드리려고 하는데
네.
오늘 이 시간이 좀 그렇게 되셨을지 모르겠지만 4월 18일 쇼케이스에서 그 모든 것들을 더 상세하게 확인할 수 있으니까 4월 18일 쇼케이스 꼭 좀 기다려 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
네. Thank you everyone who's been watching. I wanted to be a lot more, I wanted to spread out a lot more information, but there are things to be held until the marked date of the showcase. So be sure to mark your calendar
Okay.
and catch every little detail.
18 aprile live, bella grossa,
That's
direi.
what the director Seung-yeon Choi said. 네, 디렉터님 이렇게 오시게 돼서 굉장히 반갑고요.
아닙니다.
또
18 aprile live,
언제든지
bella
기회가
grossa,
되면
direi.
또
Sì.
오시는 걸로 하겠습니다. Thank you so much, director, and as well as our favorite content CG and content creators, Cosmic, WG, Genozad. Thank you so much for joining us live today. I know it was a bit long. You guys had to wait for
è finita,
a long time. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you everyone who's watching.
Balla,
Also watching the VOD.
balla.
April 18th.
Direi che sono arrivate un bel po' di informazioncine. Aspetta, dici?
Is the date. Please mark it. Don't miss it. A whole lot of things will be
Ah, perché
revealed,
fa vedere il
and
mental
That's
breakdown.
the
è
hype
vero.
date. Get ready
È
for the
vero.
anniversary, 0.5 anniversary very soon, and we will be back
vero, è vero,
next
è vero.
time with more Galactic News Network. But for now, enjoy the cookie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ok.
愛が見えません。
Questa l'avevamo già vista. Ah, ma l'avevamo già vista, ok. Ok, no, le avevamo già fatte vedere, Yeah. Le avevano già fatte vedere, sì. Oh. Fermo. Cos'è? Ok, aspettavo qualcosina di più, onestamente. Pensavo qualcosina di più, onestamente. Cioè... C'è qualcosa di... Sì, stanno per annunciare qualche grosso cambio. Cioè, si vedeva che diceva, raga, aspettate il 18, che diciamo tutto lì e non rompete il cazzo, fondamentalmente. Cioè, il messaggio era principalmente questo. Va bene. Io direi che siamo contenti così, siamo a posto così. Fine. Domani si pulla. Domani vediamo un po' che succede. Sa che domani esce un bel po' di robetta. Io vi saluto qui, che facciamo una pausa pranzo. E forse ci vediamo più tardi, adesso vediamo. C'ho un po' di videozzi da preparare, roba del genere. Buon appetito a tutti. Buon pomeriggio. And a dopo.